former Premiership player. This is bar level.
Set your alarms and mark your calendars. Wednesdays at 12 noon, we're going live, and you won't want to miss a single play. Bar Level Sports Show, raising the bar on sports commentary. Be there or miss out on the game-changing excitement.
Gather round, don't hesitate, don't delay. For in our presence stands a star with moves to sway. From the US she came, now in the UK she reside. Jess, the basketball ace, with skills worldwide. On hardwood courts her magic is known. Now on British soil her prowess is shown. But not just on court does her talents unfold. As a YouTuber her stories are told. So let's raise a cheer, let's make it clear. For Jess, our guest, both far and near. A player, a YouTuber, an American sensation. Let's give them a welcome with no hesitation.
Yeah! You like that?
Oh my goodness.
I could see your face. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I need nothing else to hit.
I love that intro.
Excellent. Lovely. All right. So we're going to jump straight into the icebreaker block.
Mhm.
Got about 18 questions in here. So the first one is full name, court name or nickname, and any socials you like to share with us today.
Okay. Well, my full name is Jessica Beeler, but I've rarely ever been called that throughout my life. I've either been called Beeler, or I've been called Jess, or I've been called JB. There's been so many different names. And so whenever anybody asks me, oh, what's your name? I'll either introduce myself as Jessica or Jess. So that's what I've been called like my whole life. But now on social media, I'm going towards Jess Lee. That's my first nickname, and then my middle name as well. I just felt like it flowed better with that. And that's how it is on Instagram. That's how it is on YouTube. It's your girl, Jess Lee.
Lovely. Next question is, how old are you?
I love this question. Whenever someone asks me, oh, like, how old are you? I always ask them, how old do you think I am? I love to see like how they like see me, if I seem older because of maturity, or if I look older. And I'm like, I hope I don't look older. I've gotten anywhere from like still a teenager. I'm like, bless the Lord.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, bless the Lord. I do not look old, but I am 29 and I turn 30 in a month, in 30 days.
Okay. Big 30.
Yeah, all right, 30.
Okay, I'm sure everyone watching can tell by your accent, but where are you from?
I am from the United States of America, preferably, not preferably, but in California. That is where I am from.
Lovely. And the main sport that you play that we're going to be talking about today?
The main sport I play is basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball.
Lovely. All right. So let's get into these icebreaker questions. They are random as hell. So I'm just going to get loose. All right. Here we go. So first one. If you could have any superpower, but it only worked while you were doing something mundane, like brushing your teeth, what power would you choose?
If I could have any superpower. You add the mundane into it. I was thinking you added the mundane. I would say maybe like speed. If it's like something mundane, if it's something that I don't really care about, just get through it real
Yeah.
quick, get it done
Speed
and over with,
boy.
carry on with the rest
Super
of my
speed.
day.
All right. Nice, nice. All right, here we go. Which accent on a man does it for you the most? And yes, you can say UK if you want.
Well, preferably because my man is from the UK. I would say a little English accent, but like mixed in with a little African, if that makes
Okay.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little. But I also like Spanish accent. I love Spanish, love the language, and so a little Spanish accent as well.
Good. Saying okay, okay. Next one. What is the most bizarre food combination you've ever tried that surprisingly tastes good?
Oh my gosh, it was the first one that came to my head. It was an African Asian like sushi that like West Asia. That fusion, I had it in France and it was some of the best food I've ever had. I was like African
I,
and Asian.
I've never even
That
heard of that. Yeah, that fusion. I've never even
yeah,
heard of
that fusion, it just didn't the concept. I was like, I hope this food is good, Lord. And I got there and I'm like, I need to go back. Next time I go back to France, I'm getting that
that.
food.
That's it.
It was
Line
so
straight through.
good. Yes, yes.
I like that. I like that. All right. Next up, we got if you could swap lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be and why?
Hmm. Swap lives with any fictional character. I don't know.
I know. When I even thought of that question, I was like, it could be anything. So every time I think fictional, I always think books, but it could be
Mhm.
movie, TV,
Yeah.
anything. It's not a real person.
No, I don't
Hillary Banks,
know.
anybody.
Yeah, literally. I don't know. I mean, the first person that popped into my head was have you ever seen Just Right with Queen Latifah in Common?
Yes.
So that's literally the first person that popped into my head. For the longest time, I wanted to be a physical therapist and be able to do that avenue because I personally went down it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that movie, I was like, that's exactly what I want to do. Oh my gosh, that'd be
Yeah.
so
That's
great.
my life.
Yeah, literally. And so that would probably be it, just to be able to help an athlete get back to like the top of the level and just be yourself. That's one of my favorite movies. I love that
Nice,
movie.
nice. Yeah, no, that is a good movie. I like that one too. I think my missus loves that. So randomly, she'll be playing that or that one or Brown Sugar. Be like, yeah, I prefer
Yeah.
that. I prefer Brown Sugar, but they're both good. They're both good. They're both good. All right, here we go. What is the weirdest dream you've ever had that you can remember?
Oh my goodness. Wow. Ironically, I've had very interesting dreams these last couple months. What is the
Perfect
weirdest
timing.
one? Yeah, what is the weirdest one I can remember? Um, maybe the most recent one, it was this morning. I had a dream that I was going to the doctors and my family was with me and it was to check up on my knee.
Okay.
And I went to the doctors and I don't know who was in my dream, but they were like, you shouldn't go to the doctors. Just don't go to the doctors. You're fine. I go there. They're like, yeah, you can't do nothing for 8 months. I was like, 8 months? Who's
Damn.
not doing anything for 8 months? I was like, what in the world? And I was just so distraught. And the person was like, I told you not to go to the doctors. You're fine. And I was like, 8 months? Who's not going to be playing basketball? Who's not going to be doing stuff for 8 months? Not me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do my thing. That was probably one of the weirdest recent dreams that I can think of that I've had so far.
Okay. All right. Next up, here we go. Another thinker. If you could invent a holiday, what would it be called, and how would the people celebrate? Thinker.
Invent
Just be Jess Day.
like no working day. No working. Everybody's just off work. Everything's shut down. Day before, get what you need to get because nothing's gonna be open.
Okay,
Go
as in
out.
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing.
more than a bank
Nothing.
holiday. More.
Yeah. Nobody's working. If you want to get around, if you want to get to things, you either gotta drive or you gotta walk.
Damn.
It's just
There'll be no celebration. Just do nothing.
Yeah, do nothing. Enjoy the day. Go out somewhere. Stay at home. Relax. Recuperate. Just a no working day.
Cool. All right, here's one for you. If you could have any celebrity narrate your life, who would you pick and why?
Celebrity.
Who's got that voice? I know who I'd go for straight away.
Who would you go for?
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. And now National Geographic. I don't anybody narrate my life. Famous person. I don't know. Nobody really like comes to mind.
Same. Would you have a male voice or a female voice, you think?
Maybe Viola Davis.
I was just thinking that when I even asked the question, I was like, it's got to be Viola. Viola's got one of them.
She got that very like powerful,
especially
voice.
when she's shouting.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
Right,
maybe Viola Davis.
Even as we're talking, I'm thinking fences. Like, yeah.
Yeah, literally. It's not in everything, just all the works.
Yeah, she got it. All right, here we go. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Mangoes.
Mangoes. Oh, I thought he was gonna say the fusion thing.
No, mangoes. If it was like one, like just one thing that I had to have, mangoes. I love mangoes. Nice. I eat mangoes all the time.
Excellent. All right. If you could make one law that everyone had to follow, what would it be?
One law that everyone had to follow. That's interesting because I've thought about this before.
Nice.
I don't. Maybe.
Is it a law that we already have, but people break laws?
Yeah, that's true.
This one they have to follow.
Yeah, they have to follow.
Just like simple. No more killing.
Maybe you have to get out and move at least 45 minutes of the day, whatever exercise that looks for you, at least 2 times a week.
Ooh,
just get out and move, exercise, whether it's a walk, whether it's a run, whether it's going up and down the stairs for 45 minutes. You just have to move for 2 days out the week.
Nice. I like that. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, lovely. Make that law. Lovely. Here we go. We got about 4 more here. Would you rather speak to animals or speak all foreign languages?
Oh. Do I want to be Dr. Dolittle or do I want you?
Yeah.
Oh, first of all, when it comes to speaking to animals, I speak to them like they're humans, like all type of animals. If I see a spider, I'm like, look, you're coming into my space. If you just leave gracefully, I won't kill you. But if you disturb me, I might have to kill you. I'm just letting you know. And then just let your peoples know not to come here because it's going down. But I think I would want to speak all languages. I think that is something that
that would be crazy, isn't it?
In a perfect world, I would love to be able to speak all languages, travel, and to be able to talk to the people in their language. So I think it's a big thing to be able to speak to someone in their language. It's just that like familiarity that they have, like, oh, you can speak my language. Okay, it's like just like a wall.
Yeah, and everyone just calms down. Yeah, no, I've seen that with certain videos. I don't know if you've seen it. As a white guy, he goes around to like African countries, in their language, and they're like,
their eyes get big.
They just relax. Like, okay, have this and have that. Get me. What happened? Where's that gone? Where's the deals for the non-speaking?
Yeah, exactly. I've seen there's a couple of videos that I've watched of this one black guy. I think he lives in Asia, and he goes around and he knows fluent Mandarin, fluent whatever language it is, and he'll start speaking it, and they'll be like, how are you so good? Like, where'd you learn? Like, you speak like a native. Like, wow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I find that amazing. The reaction is crazy. Yeah, it definitely. All right, here we go. If you could turn any activity into an Olympic sport, what would you change to make an Olympic sport? So you could win that medal as well. So something that you're good at that isn't a sport, make it a sport, and then you lift that gold.
It's kind of already, is it an Olympic sport? I'm not sure. I know speed skating is one, but just like rollerblading, long distances.
Rollerblading. Yeah, I don't know if that is one. That might, I don't know if that is what. So long distance, as in a race or just long distance, as far as you can go type thing?
As far as you can go type
Sick.
thing, yeah.
Right. So when the pavement runs out.
Yep, literally. Once you hit the water, you have made it.
Here we go. Last two. What is the most ridiculous fact about you?
Most ridiculous fact about me. Ridiculous. I think it's the mango thing. I have an obsession with mangoes. Yeah, that's the first one that popped into my head. Like if you ask anybody that knows me what's my favorite fruit, my favorite flavor of things, they're gonna say mango. To go back to the mango topic, I love mangoes. Had it the first time in Costa Rica back in 2010, I think it was 2010, 2011, and it's been with me ever since.
Nice. All right. So just put a little spin on that question because I've got another one after it. What is the most ridiculous fact that you know? Anything? Random fact that people don't know. You'd be like, yeah, I knew that.
I feel like I have some, but my brain is going blank.
Yeah, no. Put you on the spot.
Yeah. Most randomest fact.
I gotcha.
You did. I'm not sure if I'll have an answer for that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, last question in this block is, if you were a man for a day, what would you do?
If I was a man for a day, I probably wouldn't do anything crazy, but just being a man for a day in itself is just a completely different thing. But I'd probably sit down with women and just sane ones, not the ones that got someone that can women that can have a conversation, a knowledgeable, intelligent conversation. Not saying all women don't, but just sitting down with a group of women like that and just really understanding a woman completely in everything and really understanding what really happens in a month, because a lot goes on in a month.
Lot that goes on.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. I'm going to take a little break, come back, and we're going to talk about you and basketball.
Girl, you got your man. Keep it cool. Nothing has to change. Just take one.
Boom. All right. So first one is, what inspired you to start playing basketball?
It was watching my older brother play. My older brother was the first one that started playing basketball.
Same.
He's been playing, still plays to this day. He's been playing for years. And it was in 5th grade when I first started playing. So I was about 10, 11, I think it was, when I first started playing basketball. And I was on a peewee, we call it peewee basketball, from back home in Michigan, where I was originally from before I moved to California. And I was on a team of all boys, only girl. And I tell you, I was raw, not in a good way. I was raw, but it was just, I don't know. I just enjoyed it, enjoyed playing it, enjoyed just hearing the crowd when you did something well, and just being able to play with a group of guys that I play with. So I would say my older brother is the first one that inspired me to play basketball.
Nice. A little side question. You ever played one-on-one with him?
I have.
I saw the roll of the eyes.
I have played one-on-one with him. I think I may have beaten him once, but
over the years.
I don't know. Yeah, over the years. I think I have won for a lot.
Fair enough. Big up, bro. All right, next one, number 2. We've got 20 in here, by the way. All right, Here we go. So how do you prepare mentally before a game? Is there something that you do, or you just roll?
I try to just stay calm before a game. I try not to overthink it, because I can be an overthinker and I can think a lot about what should I do, how do I do this, how do I do that. I think over the years that is something that I've just tried my best to be. And with my degree that I have in sports psychology, there's a lot that goes into your mental when it comes to any sport that you're playing. And so just being calm, going in it, and just remind myself to have fun. You have the skills, you have the abilities, you have everything you need to do out there on the floor. Have fun. And I try to listen to gospel music. I love gospel music, so I try to listen to that to really calm my
Really
spirit.
calm
And
you
then,
down. Yeah.
yeah, and I got my
Nice.
little like gospel music gets me pumped up. And I think that would be like the main thing. And then just realizing like, okay, when you go in, who are you playing against? Do you know them? Do you not know them? And mentally being like, okay, I know this person's skill set. I know what they're good at. I know what they can do. And then I don't know what this person can do. Let me just watch them play a little bit and then like learn them along the way, but not overthinking it, overcomplicating it, just going out there and performing in what I can do and what I know I can do, not trying to outperform or do anything astronomical.
Right. Yeah, lovely. All right, next up we got what's your favorite basketball memory?
My favorite basketball memory. Jeez. One, I was gonna say one recently, but one that comes to mind. I was in high school and I was on my AAU team, and we were at a tournament, and I think it was the finals or the game before the finals. And my coach, he's very passionate. He would tell us like it is, and he'd be like, "I need you to do this. If you don't do it, you coming out until you do it." And so he was just. It was a very very intense game, and he was going at it with the refs. The refs ended up kicking him out.
Dang.
So it was just us girls on the floor, and they were like, "We gotta do this for coach." So we went out there and we played hard, and we ended up winning that game. I don't remember if we won the tournament, but we won that game, and it was just like a big like, yeah, we can do this.
Nice, excellent. All right, within the sport, who is your biggest role model?
Sport. Honestly, I don't know if I have any like role models within the sport. But I have people that I would say admire that have came through the sport. And the one person that I've learned more about over the years, yes, he was a great player and everything. I knew that about him, but the way he studied the game was just crazy. Kobe, obviously, he way he studied players, I would say, is how I just admire him, how he would know like, okay, I know you can do this and this. I'm going to push you out of your comfort zone to see what you do, and when I see that, okay, I know how to react. And also on the defensive side, Dennis Rodman, the way he played defense, I am that type of person. I'm like, offense has came over the years, but I've always been a defensive player. And so just to see how he didn't really care about scoring, he didn't really care about offense side, but defensively, if you are guarded against him, you're going to have a heck of a day.
It's on,
yeah. So those two players that come to mind are some that I admire within the game.
Nice. Okay, what do you think is the most challenging aspect of being a basketball player?
What is it not challenging about being a basketball player? No, I would say confidence is probably one of the most challenging aspects, because you can have all of the talents and the skills known to man, but if you don't have that confidence in yourself that you can do the task at hand or get by one person, no matter what level they are, no matter what skill set they are, if you don't have the confidence in yourself and your ability, it's going to be hard to be able to progress in basketball, in my eyes. And just a mindset, if your mental is not there and confidence, it's hard. It's hard because people will come at you for your mindset and for your confidence and knock you down. And I've experienced it, and I've been around players that have experienced that, and it's just so heart crushing that is their confidence is shattered, their mental is shattered to where they don't even want to play the sport anymore.
Damn.
Yeah.
I hear that. All right. It's a personal one. How do you handle pressure in a pressured situation during a game? How do you personally handle it?
I step up to it. Honestly, I step up to it. The first year playing varsity basketball, I was a freshman. I was on the varsity team. There was this 6-foot girl. She was bigger than me. I've always been a small post, not even in height, but in like size as well. I've always been small, but I've always had like that strength, that like invisible strength.
Right.
People always would like underestimate me, like, oh, she's just a little small post. She's only 5'10" and she's probably pushing 145. I still had strength. And so whenever since I started playing, but even in high school, that first game, my assistant coach came up to me and he was like, we need you to guard this girl. Can you do it? I looked at her, I said, yeah, I can do it. In the back of my head, I was like, how am I going to do it? She's 6 foot. What am I going to do? But I stepped up to I stepped up to it. I had one of the best games, my first game ever on varsity in high school. I was in the newspaper, everything. So whenever it comes to a challenge, even in overtime situations or last minute situations, I step up to it if I need to step up to it, if it calls for me to step up to it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to be the superhero. If it's not me. If I know somebody else can shoot or guard somebody better, I'm going to have them do it. But if it's me that needs to step up to it, I'm going to step up to it.
Nice. I like that. Cool. All right. Can you share any pre-game superstitions you have? And if you don't have any, that ones that you've seen other players have on your team?
One is you cannot start the game on a missed basket. You have to end warm up on a made basket. That is a cardinal rule. I will stick by it. I don't care who shoots the layup, who shoots the shot, whatever. Nobody is walking off that court and going to the team huddle without a made basket. That's just it. I don't know why. It doesn't determine the game at all. It's just like, make the layup, make the shot. Someone's just shooting. Okay, I'm done. You didn't make a shot. You can't leave. Give me the ball. Let me make a layup. Thank you. Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Lovely. All right. What is the most valuable lesson you've learned from playing basketball? If there is.
Teamwork. I'll say teamwork. Working together in a team. When a team works together, it's a beautiful thing. When there's teamwork, it's just like poetry in motion. And it's not something that just is on the basketball court. It's something that's off the basketball court that you take into any type of situation. Teamwork. One of the best teams that I've seen do teamwork well and it's just beautiful to watch is the Spurs. Like their teamwork and the way they play is just beautiful. So yeah, teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It sure does.
Lovely. All right. How do you stay motivated during tough times or losing streaks? How do you keep yourself pumped? All right. Next game.
Ooh.
Have you ever been on a losing streak like that to even know?
Yes.
You might be like, nah, mate, no.
I've been on a losing streak. For me, I process a lot. I try to call me insane, call me crazy, but I process with myself a lot and I'll talk out loud things. And so when I was on a team and we had a losing streak, it was just a losing season. I would be like, okay, like what in the world is going on? There's something that I'm not doing. Should I be doing this more? And I'll really like process everything out loud, go down every single possible situation in my head to try to understand it. And personally, I'll pray. I'll be like, Lord, what's going on? Jesus, help me.
After you go through the details, big guy.
Yes. I'm like, goodness.
I hear that. All right, here we go. There's some passed down knowledge. What advice would you give a young aspiring basketball player?
I would tell them to don't create your identity in basketball. Enjoy it, love it, do the best you can. If you know you're not putting in the work, you got to put in the work. Be real with yourself. Like, am I at the level that I could be at right now? If you think like I should be here, and here, and you're not putting in the work, baby, you're not going to get here, and here. You're going to be at the place that you're at. You have to put in the work, but also don't put any pressure on yourself to perform at a level that you're not at. Be realistic with yourself. I'm here. This is my skill set. I know that if I work on where I want to be, I'm going to get there. It is a journey. It is a process. And have fun with it. Basketball is such a simple sport to play. And once you just work at it, it becomes even more simpler and it becomes even more enjoyable. Have fun and make it simple. Keep it simple.
I like that. I like that. It's great advice. Okay, here we go. What's your favorite basketball drill or exercise to improve skills? What's your go-to? Like, yeah, gotta be doing this.
I would say 2-ball handling.
Oh, that's
Two ball dribbling. 2-ball
you
dribbling.
know what? I always used to think to myself, because I didn't sound, I was just thinking, I do it like in the gym sometimes, but that's just for like eye-hand coordination type moves. But I'm thinking to myself, is this maybe if a basketball player was to walk in and be like, what are you doing, man? Just out here just fighting around, but it's actual drill, yeah?
Yes, it's
It's
actual
like
drill.
a real show-off type thing. I see them people do the two twisting.
Yeah, when
That's just, like how many press-ups can you do type thing. But it's not, it's a real drill.
It's a real drill. One thing that I noticed when I came out here, or when I first started playing for the uni I went to, 2-ball dribbling, it was something that was the first drill that the coach threw at us. They're like, okay, 2-ball dribbling, half court and back. And I was watching some of the girls and it was like a struggle for them. No disrespect to them, but I was like, this is something that is drilled in us from day one when we start in this thing. Yep. All right, guys, we're not gonna shoot today. 2-ball dribbling, and we need to know how to be able to control the basketball with 2 basketballs in our hand. Once you control it with 2, and you can do whatever you want to do with 2 basketballs, dribbling with 1, it becomes simpler. So I would say any type of dribbling with 2 basketballs, and on a little added with agility, with like a ladder. So doing 2-ball dribbling with an agility ladder, it is difficult, but it'll take it to the next level.
Excellent answer. I think you've answered this one already. How important is teamwork in basketball, and how do you foster a good teamwork within the team? Kind of answered that already, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, how would you like try and input it though? Like, it's obvious that teamwork is obviously for team sports, but how do you? I don't even know the word I'm looking for. But
implement it.
Put it in.
Yeah.
Apply.
I would say getting outside of basketball and knowing your teammates. When your teammates off the floor, you don't have to be buddy with them. You don't have to be best friends with them, but just knowing them, how they operate, how they do things outside of the basketball court, and getting to know them as a person, and it'll translate into the basketball game, team, and just understanding how this person operates. You can know what you need to do on the court, in my opinion, and just getting together as a team on the court as well, and knowing them as a player on the floor, and it'll help your game improve as well, because you'll be able to do what you need to do, and you won't expect anything that is outside of their player or their character. You'll be able to or ability, exactly. So I would say just getting to know your team and really coming together as a team and knowing this is our goal that we have to meet. We cannot meet it if we don't hit every single level as a team, as a collective.
Yeah, I hear that, definitely. Okay, here we go. It's a good one. What's your opinion on the current state of basketball? So both professional and college/uni level. So we got the NBA, WNBA, and then uni, college. What's the outlook? What do you think? It's all good? It's all roses, getting better every year?
I personally, also I speak on like women's side. I think there's something in the air right now in women's basketball, and it's picking up, and it's going in the trajectory that a lot of people wanted it to go, like throughout the years. I think right now there's just something about the college players that just like left college and that are going into the WNBA or the pro era. I think there's just something about them in the States and here that is just going to be transforming. And even players out here that don't play anymore, the passion that they have for basketball to want to expose the younger generation and get them on that trajectory to go wherever it is that they want to go with basketball, but to give them that passion, that grit. I think that's what's been missing in like the timeline of women's basketball, is that like that passion for playing the sport and just being no no hold bar, and you just go out there and you play from start to finish no matter what. And not just like old school, just like grit that we have back in the day.
Nice. All right. I think I just reworded this question from another question I've asked you before, but I think you had 2 stories to tell and you only told me one. So can you describe a particular memorable game that you played in? So you gave me one from back in the day and you said that you had one recently. So tell me about the one recently.
It was, I think I was thinking about when I played in a tournament in Eindhoven, the Netherlands. That was a whole nother experience. That's the first time I've played outside of like the UK and the States to be able to go somewhere else and play in another tournament. It just opened my eyes to how there's so many different avenues when it comes to basketball and how just everybody plays so differently. And I enjoyed playing in that tournament, and it was enjoyable to watch the other people, because from the States, you see people that are like built, athletic, everything, and you see the skill set. You see the more athletic they look, the more better that they are at basketball. The women at the tournament, there was different levels of age, different levels of skill set, but it was just so simple. They did the base level stuff excellently, and it was just like, wow, like it's so simple. So I would say that is something that was just great for me when it comes to basketball.
Former Premiership player, this is bar level.
Calendars. Wednesdays at 12 noon, we're going live, and you won't want to miss a single play. Bar Level Sports Show, raising the bar on sports commentary. Be there or miss out on the game-changing excitement.
What's good with ya? What's hood with ya? Welcome back to Bar Level peoples. Yes, you just saw a lovely video there with the homie Jess. You know what I mean? That was the first Bar Level interview of 2024. And as you probably were listening to her, she is a basketball player, and that is what I want to do more of. We're reaching out, we're doing other things. You know, this is a sports show. Yes, we love our football, but this is a sports show, so we try to cover as much as possible. So I'm looking to interview anyone who plays. You play ball, you play anything with a racket, with a bat, you get me? You're a runner, come holler at me, man. I'd love to interview you, know what I'm saying? Talk to you about your movement, where you come from, where you're getting to, where you want to be, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I get that inspiration coming off doing my interviews for the other show that I've got going on, which is Grassroots Gazette. Yeah, you can check out. Here's just 2 random ones that you can go and check out. You can check out Miss Ali, you know what I mean? Coach. Go and check that interview out. Great. You can go and check out Sean. How you mean? This woman here wears many hats, talking director of women's football, talking manager, talking coach. Yeah, me, and I'm sure she's kickball as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, me, not to mention a super mom. So go and check those out. They are on 587 TV, big baby. All right, let me get a couple bits on screen. Fives is meant to be joining me, but I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is, but we here. So yes, in case you wanted to, took my ticker off. In case you wanted to join me, you can do so. Holla at me, man. Holla at me. We there. Get me. Good on the sofa. I am Carmen Minero. You can just scan that, take you to my IG, and we do what we do. You understand? This is 587 TV on 587 TV. Should I say this is Bar Level on 587 TV? Scan that code, take you to the Bar Level channel. Well, I say it's the Bar Level channel. It's 587 TV channel. Bar Level is a show on 587 TV. So please take yourself over there. If you're not over there, wherever you're watching from, love and blessings. If you're watching from, my Twitch or my Twitter, aka X, appreciate you. Love and blessings. All right, got a few topics today. I don't know where I'm gonna start now because C5s ain't here. Fives ain't here, and I've got something that he would be interested in talking about. So, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. All right. I'm going to hold that story because the first story is a Tottenham story. So I'm going to come back with something else. And we go talk about Man United. Yeah, first up, we're going to talk Man United could face being relegated to the Conference League. That's where we're going to start this one. Yeah? All right. So we'll be right back, people. Love.
Girl, you got your man, keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take one.
Save it under a different name. All right, where we there? Let's get this on screen for you. Get it on screen for you. All right, so Man United face Europa League exile in just days unless Sir Jim Ratcliffe makes urgent change. Man United face being axed to the Europa League due to Sir Ratcliffe's stake in the French side Nice. Both teams have qualified for next season's competition after United beat City in the FA Cup. Look at him there. Yeah, they said that it could be a problem, but people didn't think it was going to be a problem because United weren't doing too well. Nice secured their place by finishing 5th in League 1. Yeah, man. But UEFA ownership rules prevents clubs with the same influence from competing together in the same competition. Radcliffe's group, Ineos, owns Nice outright after completing a 88.77 million takeover in 2019. The company now has a 27.7% stake in United after striking a 1.3 billion deal with the Glazers. And Ineos now have until Monday, June the 3rd, to convince UEFA that Nice and United can both compete in next season's Europa League. How is that possible? There's no way. There is no way. An independent panel will make the ruling on whether the satisfaction criteria has been met. Nah, man, they can't. But the worst case scenario would be United's exile to Europa League, to the Conference League, and Nice secure a higher finish. Why did they get higher? Because they finished 5th. But did they win a cup? Did they win the most famous cup in the world? Huh? Did they? Huh? I bet they didn't. Radcliffe and Enzo, whatever you pronounce that, will be hoping that the 27.7 stake allows United to compete, and UEFA threshold for violating ownership rules is 30%. Oh my God. So you're talking about 3%. Yeah, you lot are crooks, man. However, the British billionaire has full control of all football operations that's what I'm saying. Come on. It's going to be way too much space for corruption, man. And UEFA will be wanting to know how much influence comes from it. If he's in control of all of it, then it's all of it, then, innit? Get me? Crazy. Have recently warned clubs most proved that at June 3rd, 2024, they comply with the rules aimed at ensuring the integrity of the competition, namely multiple club ownership rule. Nah, bruv, we can't have that. Oh, there's more. Sorry. Reports also claim that Ineos plan to invest a further 245 million in infrastructure works, which would take the club over the 30% threshold. So what are we talking about then? Oh my God, I don't even need to read anymore. Come on now, people. Let's leave Radcliffe right there. Come on now. What are we talking about? Five, I see you in there. I'm going to bring you in a second. Let me just finish my point. What are we talking about right here? You can't own a part of this club, own a part of that club, two of the same club in the same competition, and you think something ain't going to go on in. He's going to pick the team that he wants. Imagine they buck up and play each other. Don't tell me that's not a conspiracy. Even if every individual at that club and every individual at Man United don't talk, don't make no communication, it's still open for, is it really Jim? Because Jim can make the calls, Jim can make the flight and be like, yo, you man over here, just allow it, yeah? Because I need to get Man United up and running. You lot are cool in France. He can say that. Why can't he say that? If I was the manager, the owner of two entities like that, why wouldn't you do that? The team that you're trying to, look, I just put some money in this thing. Let me get that rolling. You lot hold out in it. Just hold out. I'll give you a little thing. You know what I mean? I'll buy you a couple players, but let me get United rolling. Just got a cup. Let me get them rolling. Come on, that's not a hard, and it's not like, oh my God, how could you make that up? It's not insane. That's not insane. It's not Stephen King. This ain't crazy. You know what I mean? Anyhow, I'm going to bring Fives in to get his opinion. Let me get my brother in here. Here we go. Godfather. Yeah, man. Godfather Jungle, MC50. Dave.
Yush. What's good, my brother? What's good, yeah? Just listen to what you were reading about. Sounds like some financial irregularities going on there.
Yes, some jolting is going on. And then they're saying that it's a 30% thing. If you own more than 30%, then you're breaking the rules. Right now, they own 27.7. But as I just read out, they're looking to invest another 245, which will take them over the 30%. So
that's 30%. That's 32%.
What's the point? What's the point in even arguing when you know you're going to invest more and you're going to go and break the rules? What's the point?
Let me ask you this, Cuz. So this owner is a fake?
No. It's Jim Ratcliffe, isn't it? He's a British billionaire.
Okay, so he's got investment in which French clubs? In Nantes, you said.
Is it Nice?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So Nice. So he's got a.
They own them outright. They own them outright. No, he owns them outright. Him and
he owns Nice outright. Okay. Yeah. And where's his other club interest in the UK?
Man United. 27.
Man United. Okay, so Man United just won the FA Cup, so that makes them what? Conference. Europa.
Yeah, Europa. And Nice finished 5th, so they get Europa.
Oh, so they finished 5th. So hold on, let me ask you. So I thought it was the top 5, top 7 in the UK.
No, it's not in every, because remember it was gonna be top 5 for Champions League, but we lost that because none of the English guys got to the final.
Right, so I was saying that. So I thought it was that the English clubs, the Premiership, had the most representatives in any of these major competitions.
It was going to look that way if Arsenal.
It looks that way, though.
It was going that way. It was that last season we were. I think last season we was. Because last season it was City, it was Arsenal, it was Liverpool, it was West Ham in it? West Ham, Brighton, Aston Villa. Get me? Villa was in it, innit? Villa just got knocked out.
Yeah. Villa got knocked out.
Last season we had
Brighton, yeah.
Yeah, but this season I don't think we had. But even so, the qualifying for this one, I think Nice get it off credit of their league position. United only getting it via winning the FA Cup. So I think how it's going to go is if they prove it that Jim, listen, you own too much of both. You can't be doing this. United has to get dropped into the conference because Nice got their thing by league position. That comes first. Winning the cup, that just got added to the thing. You get me?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You should even go to Europe off winning a cup. That's a cup. You won the cup. That's what you should get.
That's right. Yeah.
Change it up so you win the cup. You go to Europe. But I think Nice has got a stronger hold because of their league
position. Their league position. Their league finishing. But where they finish in their league.
It seems that he has to rather sell Nice or drop United. You can't have both.
Let me ask you this.
He's in charge. He's in charge of everything football,
operations and everything. But everything.
So everything football, any other thing, that's not his business. Football, buying players, selling players, loaning players. That's all Jim. And
so basically, he's now become number 2 to Jerry Jones. He's a Jerry Jones.
To the Glazers. He's number 2 to the Glazers. The Glazers own it. They do all the advertisement, all them thing there. They sell stock and all them thing there.
The Glazers, they own Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they definitely want to be like Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it's better for them because they just recently, 2 years ago, they won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. So, they've got money.
Right, it don't seem like them man care about United. They're here just for the money. And I think they let Tim in. I think they let Jim in because he's British and now Jim's going to get all the heat. And then they gave him all the power of you deal with all the on the field shit. So no one moans about, United, you got too many posters. You're selling too many shirts. No one moans about them thing there. So the Glazers are now safe. Jim is going to get all the heat now. Right now, he lucky because they just won the FA Cup, so it's looking nice. You know what I mean?
How much? He's the owner. So he owns Nice outright. Yeah. How much? And what's his percentage in Man United? 27.5.
27.7.
27.7. Well, that's not what it is. And 200 grand and didn't take him to 30. That's on basically 200 grand. Not 2 million.
200 did they say 242 million? They're gonna put more money in, so that's gonna take them over the 27%.
This is where the financial irregularities and the final financial fair play comes into effect.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because if it's based like that now, so I'm looking at the owners of PSG. Do they have shares in Manchester City?
No.
Are they two separate owners?
Different brothers. It's like me and you.
Oh, two separate owners. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're man from the same space, but they're not.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
Different man.
Different sheikhs.
Yeah. Different princes.
Yeah.
Different princes and that.
Yeah, I got you. So let me ask you. So those billionaire, trillionaires, guys, none of them are unable to own two clubs. Is that what you're saying? Two sports franchise. They're not allowed to own two sports franchise.
You can own you can own multiple sports, but not the same sport.
So okay.
So they can own the Ravens, they can own the Lakers, and then they can buy Arsenal. That's cool.
Oh yeah, because it's three different sports and three different countries. One country.
Yeah, them man are never gonna meet nothing. But when it's the different countries, they allow you to do it, but it's still a little. What if they buck up? Like now, Man United and Nice, you're bucking up. Can't have that.
Who said you can't have that? UEFA.
That's the rules. That's the rules. That's all of the rules. FIFA, UEFA,
FIFA.
Everybody.
Okay.
So like you couldn't have the Sheikh come in there like one of them and they buy all top six.
They could.
They could afford it, but they can't do it. That's why, remember I said, that man tried to buy the Premier League because that's what they wanted. They want the whole team.
Yeah.
You said no.
They will. Eventually, they will.
We'll buy a team. You get me? And then my cousin will buy City. And then my brethren will buy this.
Yeah.
We'll own it one way or the other, but we can't buy the whole thing.
No, it's true. They will.
Yeah.
They got Man City locked, PSG locked. Yeah. Boy, if LeBron and them don't come up with some bigger money, LeBron will be losing that. Tom Brady's in the mix. You got Deadpool running Wrexham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, blood.
Everyone's
in, but I just wanted to talk about that story to say he's got to have to do something. You have to sell something, bruv. Because
you know what?
And I just said in that article, it said the 3rd of June. You lot got to fix up quick.
Well, they're going to stall that. Let's put it. They're going to stall that, right, to make sure they've got all their paperwork in gear. They're stalling that. They're going to take a recess on that. Right, that won't be coming around till next year when Man City, when they choose to step on Man City, because Man City, man, they've got some horrible charges. And if you can do what you've done to Everton this 23-24 season, you better take it to them.
Yeah.
That's the FA Cup, so that's a start.
All right. Next up, I want to talk about, because you was a little late, so I want to go back to a topic. It's a nice short one. Tottenham. Here we go.
Original Godfather 5 or jungle is in another place. Yeah, run time bar level thing. See bar level on the lick. A bar level make it nice. Yeah? Alright, one stop. I mean that.
Alright, Fives. Tottenham have signed Timo Werner on a new loan deal.
Wasn't it when we were watching the FA Cup watch along on Saturday? Wasn't it YT Jamie was saying about he put it on the ticker tape?
He did, and it's official. It's official. The move is a season loan with a new option to buy clause of 8.5 million, which will lower than the previous 15. So last time they loaned him, it was you can buy him for 15 at the end of the season.
What do you mean last time we loaned him? Who did we get him from in the first place? I thought Chelsea had him.
No, as in the season just done. That was a loan season. Now you're loaning him again.
To who?
What do you mean to you? He's not your player. You're keeping him. Timo Werner, blood, a new loan deal.
How long's the contract?
It's probably going to be a season, isn't it? And then you buy him at the end.
So basically, his contract is basically performance led.
And
how many goals you score, how many goals you assist.
Listen. Warner was Spurs is from January. He was with you, man, playing 14 times, scoring twice, and producing 3 assists. Big Ange like him, blood. Big Ange like him. What you say?
Well, listen, my brother, my contract is a team like this, right? I'm not trusting you anyway. So this is going to be your contract's going to be led by ways of, it's going to be performance related. Basically, how many fucking times you're running up and down that pitch, see if you'll be monitored. Yeah, how many passes and assists you make for every goal that you score. Of course, there's a big bonus on that still. If your goals take us to whatever major competition, there's going to be an added bonus to that too. Yeah, so mate, it has to be performance incentive led, brother, because that's the only way you can get ballers to ball out. Show up and show out, King, brother. Better hear me now, fam.
Hey, so do you rate him?
For a start, no. But anyway, my point is this. Yeah, that's what I said. The contract will be performance led. But yeah, it's performance led. That's how I'm dealing with it. No, I don't rate him at all. But this is why I put a rocket under his ass, and that's what I'm doing. Putting a rocket under his backside. So every goal you score is a little money. You take us further into any major tournaments or major competition, you're gonna earn more. Of course, brother. Let me tell you something, family. If you know you have to feed your fucking family, pay your blood clot mortgage, brother, you're up in fucking Doncaster and Exeter on a Tuesday night. You better know that. You best know that, fam. If your shit's performance led, brother, you're not doing no injuries, bro. Right? You ain't taking no injuries that season. None. I'll pay that. Fuck that, man. Just shoot it up with some blood clot quarters and zip neatly. I'm back out there. Brother, I'm basing the contract on performance led.
What, you do that for everyone or just certain man?
Brother, if you're on a season long, brother, I'm doing that, brother. I can't give you a fucking full 3-year contract and 2 of them are missed by injury or pain and no kind of fucker who's gonna suspensions. No, I can't do that. I'm not doing suspensions. No. 1 season, performance led. This will show me if you really want to be here. This will show me if you really want to be here. But for every goal you score, you're gonna get that team.
He did.
You're not getting 100 points.
He did. He did. Well, what he did got him another loan with you, man.
Okay, fair enough. So the incentive will be a little bit more money led now. So it's for goals, assists, you know what I mean? How you compose yourself on and off the pitch. On and off the pitch, because this is how it's got to go, in it. Because you have to still be representing the club off the pitch, innit? Can't see you at night time having a bevy and whatnot with gal and anything. So you know what I mean? Because those are infringements, and that's gonna fuck up the play. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be having none of that shit. You're on a seasons long. So it's going to be performance led.
So basically, you don't mind it. You good?
I told you, I'm doing performance led.
Yeah,
that's why you're signing any contract with me.
Yeah, but he's already signed the contract, and I don't think it's performance led.
Well, more fool them in it. More fool them in it. Because I can tell you now, nothing's going to happen. Nothing good's going to happen from it. What do they expect? Nothing's good's going to come from it. Because as I keep saying, I'm sick to the back teeth saying what I need to keep saying. I'm repeating the same thing. We, Tottenham, them over there, only want to buy names. They're not buying players. This is the difference. They've got a watch to tell the time. We wear a watch because fucking time is valuable. The fuck, man, got no time to waste.
I like that. I like that.
Come on, man. I'm time valuable. That's why I wear a watch, bro. Because my time fucking valuable. Not to tell the time and to make the time count. I wear it as an accessory. To make it my time's valuable. Our time's valuable. Fuck that. I got time to be fucking around out here. Yeah. So what we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Also on that topic, I heard there was rumors Richarlison was leaving, but he just let it be known. Nah, he ain't going nowhere for at least a year anyway.
Yeah. Listen, I'm tearing up that contract from day. Bro, what did I say for the big from how many seasons ago when we signed? What did I say? How he come there? What did I say? Do you remember what I said? How he come there?
What did you say?
He's still living off that Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
You remember I said that?
Yeah.
That's all he's got, and that's all he has been since the time he's. And how many years ago was that? 2-3 years. He's been riding off that, bro. I'm getting a 60-minute move from Everton. You should see a blood clot this off. And it just goes to show, innit? It just goes to show what happened with Everton. They got shot at his pussy out. And look at that, 9 points deduction, this point deduction, every week. They don't even have to get their wages. And they're still putting a performance, going up there, winning Derby, and all them things. It goes to show you, Charles, you're fucking fit. You should. And how we sign, because as I said, we sign names and not players. He's the worst signing ever come up at White Hart Lane. The worst signing ever. Believe you me, and we've had a few shit players. I'll even put man like Paul Miller and all them man them above Charles. I was like, one boy, Nicky Barmby and them man. I'll even put Sick Note before him. I'll put Sick Note before him.
Sick Note, Darren, you know.
Come on, bro. Come on, even when Sick Note come on, but he showed up. But he was a bit too sick, innit? But he showed up. I'll take him over Charles. You're India. And the only way you're in Brazil is because you're fair skin. That's right. I said it. Damn right. That's what Brazil can't be shit. Yeah, because he was a dark skin man that won in the World Cup. Let's not forget Palleggiazina, Revellino, Tosto. Let's not forget that. You want it all some light skin. You know what I mean? So that's not running. No, that's not running. And that's what they ain't one shit. The French. The French got beer man from Gambia. This man, they come from all different French nations of Africa. And what happens? They end up with 3 World Cups. Algeria, Morocco, we don't give a shit. We're a French colony, we don't give a damn. Right? You know, and they won it. Pogba and Mbappe. Come on, man. Last time was Zidane. That's how you man, please. Come on, man. We're not playing games over here.
Yeah, the African
French. Listen, he's staying. You brother, I'm paying to leave.
And with that note, cool. I'm going to switch to the next topic, which is Chelsea agreed new manager, man. Chelsea new green manager. We'll be back.
You got your man, keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take one
number and say you're under a different name. All right, hold on, let me get us in there. Let me read this real quick. So, Enzo Marreta, where his name is Enzo, has agreed to become Chelsea's new manager. According to reports, the 44-year-old is Pochettino, who left on mutual agreement last week. Chelsea had considered the likes of McKenna and De Zerbi and Thomas Frank. However, Enzo expressed an overwhelming favour over the weekend following his success with Leicester City.
Leicester City, I remember with Leicester. I remember him.
The Blues, as in Chelsea, will pay Leicester 10 million in compensation for the deal. It is understood that Enzo will put pen to paper on a 5-year deal with the option of an extra year until 2030 before getting to work on stamping his identity on the squad. The Italian took over at the King Power Stadium last summer and guided Leicester back to the Premier League at the first time of asking. He won 31 out of 46 championship games during his only season with the Foxes. Before Leicester, Enzo worked for Manchester City as Pep's assistant. He played an important role in guiding the Blues to a historic treble. Leicester midfielder Harry Winks recently hailed Enzo as an incredible manager. He told Sky Sports, "He's by far the best manager I've worked for. He's incredible. Everybody will say he's going right to the top in terms of managerial structure. He's got everything. He's a great manager. He's technically incredible in some of the decisions that he tells us to do before the game and how he views the match in something I've never experienced before in football." Leicester are considering West Brom's Carlos Corberan as an option to replace the Stamford Bridge-bound Enzo. The ex-Huddersfield manager guided West Brom to the playoffs this season despite not spending a single penny on new signings.
Put that lineup again. That's Enzo's starting lineup, yeah? Where's the bad guy?
Possible, because I'm guessing these are mans that he could buy.
Oh, they're not there already.
Yeah, these man ain't there already. These man ain't there.
Stafford's a good goalkeeper.
Who's Who's Trafford? As in, is that?
I think he's from. I think he plays in Germany. Or is it James Trapp? I know one of them plays in Germany. If he's a goalkeeper from Germany, he's
wasn't Harry Winks you man's player?
Idiot! Go ahead, boy, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like him saying that he's a great manager doesn't mean nothing. But
he's a great manager if he's getting picked by him. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because didn't he play under Jose? Didn't he play under Jose?
When you not getting picked, that manager, most fucked up manager, bro.
Because I'm sure Harry Winks played under Jose, so you can't say that. But it seems everyone now is going for the Arsenal route now. They're taking Pep's assistance. But brother, what do you think? Going from Leicester to Chelsea,
I'll give me juice.
a 5-year contract. Didn't they give Potter a 5-year contract? These contracts don't mean nothing.
How long are they giving them the contract?
We say?
I'm not doing 5. I'm giving you 3.
Well, 5 is a good contract still.
Yeah, no, listen, brother, we've got to win fucking now, brother. This is not like winning later or building and all that shit, bro. We've worked too hard to get back into the Premiership. I'm not on that bullshit, bro. We're not on a relegation. We're winning now.
What are you talking about?
You talking about Leicester, right?
I'm talking about the Leicester manager, but he ain't going to be managing Leicester. He's going to be managing Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah. Well, Chelsea have to hit the ground running.
He ain't going to win. He ain't going to win nothing in the first year.
Well, stay in the division, innit? And just, you know what I mean, make best of. You had Leicester. So Leicester, this is a different ball of kettle of fish. You got more money at your disposal. You can spend a little money.
Yeah, but FFP, blood, I don't know how much they can spend. You might have to just work with what they got. And I think what people have been saying is the reason why they've gone for such a manager is because they need a man who's just going to do as he's told. Like you play, like them man are going to be picking the transfers and all that. They're going to give it to him. You work with what we give you. That's why that's why Poch, all them man gone, because that's not how they work. They run the shit. But now Chelsea want to run the shit and the managers play along.
I keep saying to you, these very same clubs are going to end up a lot of those NFL clubs who don't win fuck all and we just want to be in the division, collect our TV revenue, get our shirts sold, keep the stadium packed. We don't give a fuck about accolades. You know what I'm saying? So as a board,
you think that this guy's going to do well at Chelsea?
Well, we have to see with the resources he's got. You know what I'm saying? Because Chelsea did pretty well on the
You know what resources he's got? They spent $1 billion. They're not doing that again. Here you go.
Well, okay, but you have to work with what he's got, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
and you have to remember those boys that are over there. There's a couple bad men over there, but the rest of them, they're on 8-year contracts, right? Their man ain't going no place.
Well,
if Real Madrid came knocking, their man won't go.
I mean, they can't go.
No, they won't go. They're on 8-year contract. That means I can go sit down for 8 years and you have to pay me. That's why. Yeah.
You're not sitting in my 8-year contract.
That's why Chelsea giving those contracts thinking, they were being slick with the financial money. They weren't being slick. You're being slick. Now, all these men can sit down. They don't have to work hard. 8 years, I'll work hard year 4, blood. I'll chill out.
Yeah.
You have to pay me.
They shot themselves in the big foot when it comes to that.
They thought they were being slick. They thought they were dodging the loopholes and all that. You don't give no footballer 8-year contract, blood.
No, man. Not even Lionel Messi Messi ever got a 10-year contract.
8-year contract, blood. 5 years is saying something.
I think Lionel Messi is the only player who got a 10-year contract. He got that when he was 14 at Barcelona.
He got that when they knew Wagwan already. When they knew Wagwan.
14 they signed him. Remember that? So he had all of that. That was a 10-year.
But I'm unsure because Chelsea, they like to win now. And boy, we'll see anyway. He does have the pep. He got the pep dust on him, so we shall see. You get me? Arteta's doing well, so let's see if this brother can do as well. But I don't think the conditions are built for managers that like how we know managers move. Like we know now, there's no manager like Arsene and Sir Alex. Them man, they run the club. That's not happening no more.
No, because you see like that, because
that's not happening no more. Right now, these men are just picking teams right now, blood.
Yeah, with Sir Alex, yeah, because as I said, and Wenger. Remember, Fergie was the man for the mental games. And he really won the games in his mind, and it's still in his play like a fair thing. Like, if you fucking lose, don't fucking come off the pitch, or you get some hair dry treatment and your blood clot. So that would make you feel Ross. See what I'm saying? And listen, all you gotta do is make these fucking people happy. Make me happy, make his wife happy, make everybody happy. Just fucking go out and win, and we're cool, innit? But you're not dealing with Saturday night rave up party shit, because you know what I mean, you still got to keep winning. So that is the thing. Now Wenger, when Wenger came, I know well, you just went Wenger, but he was calling him Wanker. I remember he was calling him Wanker. Then Wenger, the man come here and totally revolutionized the whole system of football in the UK. That's when the Premiership really opened up. Yeah. That's the Premiership really opened up when that man set foot in this country. What, Mars bar, chip down, fuck all that, let's come out the kitchen, move up with them things, a bun out. Furthermore, you too fat, lose some weight. And if you ain't losing weight, boy, you're out of there. Boy, you don't like the Ross Black team we're doing here. But you're not ready for this, man. Find yourself a championship, yeah? Cool, you go. Yeah, man, that's you. You go to Middlesbrough, you go to wherever. You can go to Doncaster, you can go to there. But the real ballers are staying. And you guys at the back, yeah, I know you're fat guys, but no more drinking beers, no more late nights. You still got 4 or 5 years in, yeah? Change your shit, and you got to change your shit, because that's how you're going to come to work, innit? And you just put it in there. You just put it in there. It's like, boy, if you man don't hold up on this, you're out. Basically, you're cutting yourself. These are the new regime. You've been having, this is the new regime, right? So it's the same, it's nothing different than what Coach Prime done when he went to Colorado. Told the man then, watch this. Many of you ain't gonna be here. Nothing, you ain't gonna be here. So if you don't say, if you want to be hanging around, sticking around to get with this new team, up with this program, you know, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. If you got the work ethics, you know, you got the tip, you know, the sacrifice and all the rest of it, you will stick around. And those who don't, will be fucking in the transfer portal. You get a Doncaster, Exeter, Plymouth, Stokes, and all the other fucking clubs, Hull City. Yeah, you be over there. Well, that's what you're doing.
We shall see what Enzo does at Chelsea, because it looks like he's there. And I don't believe they're going to be buying a bagger, man. They might buy a couple them to add to it, but they ain't got the money. They've got to stay financial play. They're already throw themselves
that will never happen.
The mercy of the Premier League already. So we shall see, man. All right, we're going to move on. We're still going to keep it managers. You're going to see how much these men get paid around here. Jeez.
Girl, you got your man. Keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take one
number and save it under a different name. Ipswich Town are set to make an in-demand McCann one of the best paid managers in the Premier League to keep him, because Man United are after him as well. The 38-year-old has a host of clubs chasing his service after he guided the Tractor Boys back-to-back promotions. I think that's the brother right there. Yes, Ipswich Town right there. Man United, Chelsea and Brighton have all made inquiries over the hot property McKenna. He was already pocketing around 1.2 a year, which was one of the highest salaries in the Championship. Now we have revealed how Ipswich desperate board are fighting hard to hang on to him, and are offering him a stunning new contract worth $5 million a year over the next 4 seasons.
That's not bad. That's good. That's good. Whoa. $5 million a year. That's fucking
$5 million a year over the next 4 seasons, blood. Jeez.
$5 million a year over 4 seasons.
That's 20.
Yeah, man. That's a good thing.
That's all right. And despite never managing a game in the top flight of football before, that would put McKenna right up there near the top when he comes to the pay packet of the Premier League bosses. Pep Guardiola justified his 20 million a year wage by following last season's treble success by leading Manchester City. Hold up, Manchester City to the 4th straight title with his term. 20 million, blood. See? So what McKenna could get in 4 years, Pep gets in 1
season.
1. You hear that? All right, hold on. Poch held the honor of being the second best paid boss in the Premier League with an annual salary of 10.4 million before his Chelsea exit last week. So Chelsea was giving him 10.4. So if he don't get another job and just hold tight, they got to pay that, blood. Do you see what I'm saying? If he signed like a 3-year contract or something, or maybe a 2-year, you got to give him my 20.8.
They're going to honor it. They're the ones who it up. You have to honor it.
I think he has to not work for 2 years. You have to do that. So it depends. If United,
I'm saying only put work and you're paying me my money.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you about the players.
Cool. All right, I'll take that. You give me my 10 bags, and I can't work for 2 years. It's cool. I could be doing other things in between what I can do with my wife and family and shit. That's the shit I will be doing.
Hold on, let me finish this. And it remains to be seen exactly what his replacement Enzo will get in terms of the terms are being continued to be flashed out. Poch's departure now moves Arsenal's Mikel Arteta, who's finished just behind Guardiola City in second place in the standing row. How much does he get?
How much did he earn? How much did Arteta get?
He ain't even come up yet. Just his name come up. Hold on. Eric Ten Hag, whose future at Man United is also in doubt. He pockets 9 million a year, while Liverpool's new manager Slot has penned a deal worth 6.85 a year.
That's cheap. What was your Klopp's wage before he stepped down?
Hold on, I ain't said it. And as we exclusively revealed, Emery is now on 8 million a year at Aston Villa. Yeah, he just signed a new one. But that is where McKenna will come in, joining the likes of Everton's Sean Dyche and Tottenham's Big Ange at 5 million a year, as well as Chelsea. Both Brighton and West Ham are looking for new managers, and that could also mean some more names going towards the top of the table.
So my manager is worth the same amount of money as the manager you just promoted the track.
Here we go. So Pep is top on 20.
Of course.
Arteta is second, 9.5. That's half, though. Jesus Christ. Half, King.
Let me tell you something.
Wait. Ten Hag has got 9. Emery's now on 8. And Slot is on 5. So technically, that's that. Look, that's the table, innit? Although Man United didn't finish there. Villa did finish high. Liverpool did finish high. So out of that 5, it's only Ten Hag taking the piss. Big Ange is getting 5.
Brother, he's not worth 5, brother. Not what I saw this season. I'm in our peer that. I'm want some. So I say I'm doing these contracts. They got me some clause in my shit, bro. Because there's me paying out the money. Basically, I'm making me lose my money, bro.
Eddie Howe's on 4. I didn't think he'd be on 4. I thought he'd be a bit more than that.
Well, Newcastle, they're up and down, aren't they? They're up and down like a roller coaster.
They're the richest club in the world, blood. I thought their manager would get niced.
Yeah, they're the richest, but they're not the wealthiest. That's the difference. Yeah.
They're the wealthiest club in the world. They are. It's them.
They're the richest. They're the wealthiest.
It's the same thing that I'm trying to say to you.
No,
I used the wrong word, but if you want to use wealth, they have the most money as a football club in the world. Newcastle. Their owner is the richest owner. There's no argument.
He's the wealthiest owner. He's the richest owner. I'll give you that. He's the wealthiest owner.
He's the wealthiest owner, Fives. There's no arguing. The wealthiest owner. You can use whatever word you want to use. He's the wealthiest.
Wikipedia, put the dictionary. I bet you there's two different definitions for rich and wealth. I bet you there is.
All right, let's do it. I'll do it.
Oh, let's do that.
Okay, so rich, the meaning of
definition of rich.
Of rich. Wait a minute. Actually, let me get it on screen for you.
Yeah.
Having a great deal of money or assets. Wealthy. See? Told you. It means the same thing.
Type in wealthy now.
But it's on here.
Now type in wealthy. See what definition comes up for that. We don't rich. Type up wealthy, please.
Look, right there. Wealthy.
That's rich.
Yes, it's telling you that.
Typing wealth.
It's telling you that you're wealthy because you're rich. That's what I'm saying.
Type in wealthy now and see what definition comes up for that.
Wealthy, right. Having a great deal of money, resources, assets, rich. It's the same thing. These are just different words. That's what I'm saying. Stop playing semantics. It's the same thing. Rich. I've got a lot of money. Rich. You get me? That's what it means. Same thing. This fancy, just trying to be. I've got a lot of assets. That's when you're talking different. Someone who has a lot of assets, someone's got their money in liquid. That's when it's different. But the sheikh that owns Man City is rich. He's rich. It's the same thing. He's got money. He's wealthy. There's a difference between being rich and having generational wealth. You didn't say I didn't say that. I said generational wealth is wealth. And rich means you're wealthy. Generational wealth is something completely different. That means people who are not born yet can.
Yes, that's right.
But that's not what I said. That's not what football's about. Why are you bringing it up? Exactly. The owner of Newcastle is the richest owner in football. I don't know about sport, but football. But it doesn't matter because there's rules. So it doesn't. It shows you being the richest doesn't matter.
He's a cheapskate.
No, because they want to spend. They're not allowed to spend. It's the rules. That's what I'm saying. So them man can buy Tottenham. They could buy anyone they want, but you can't spend what you want because there's rules over here, bruv. That's why they told them, man, you can do what you want out there. You can buy it. You can buy our players for 200 million, and they're not worth that. You can buy them over and take them over there, but you can't come over here and mess up the feng shui, blood.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's in the making.
Oh yeah, it's in the well. The Super League is coming back. I told man already.
You hit the nail on it. That was my point. I was just about to bring back the Super League because we know it went away because the people screaming. It's only a couple of seasons. We know that was going to come around. That was on the show.
It's coming. It's not even. I don't even get into debates of is it going to happen. It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, because it's like I told you before. It's just rich guys not wanting other rich guys to play. That's it. That is the end of the argument. FIFA, UEFA, they're rich people. That's the rich groups. They don't want the other rich group to come and play with their toys. That's it.
That's it.
And the court have decided you can't do that. This is a free market. Anyone can come here and set up competitions. Done. Yeah. It's happening, Fives. There's no argument. I don't even know why people are arguing. The fans that think, we protested, that's why they stopped. Shut up. Shut up. You didn't do nothing. All you did was you brought up a reason was you ain't got no relegation. We're not having that. Cool. Because I back that. We don't do that over here.
Yeah, I back that.
We don't do that over here. All they had to do was go back to the drawing board, wipe out their thing, and put relegation. Now we can go. Simple. Now we can go and take over. Simple. You get me? The Champions League, they don't turn their thing into some headache. I don't even know how the Champions League is working. It's a headache. It's dumb. So watch when the Super League come and just wash that over. And you'll be like, all right, the winner of the Super League get 500 million. Done. Everyone sign up, lad. You only get I don't even know what you get for the Premier League, but I know you don't get 500 million. I know you don't get that.
Brother, all I know is this. Them man them over. That's some. Them man them just ruined the PGA. Kill the PGA. All the big man them said, "What we're not doing this." And look when the money's out rolling.
We're not doing this. Sports already. Football's like the last thing to take. Them man don't care. They said that about boxing. Them man took it. Fury of them man. Boxing, they said that about golf. They took that. They said about snooker. They took that. They're going to take darts as well. They're going to take everything. You get me? Mine out. They don't come for the NFL Fives. Mine out. Mine out.
Well, they got air-conditioned stadiums.
Mine out, blood. Mine out, blood. They'll come for them, man. All they need is Dion. Get Dion to come over, blood. You get me? Prime time. Let
me tell you something. The NFL would most definitely. That's a market that they truly want.
What? Once they can figure out how to put, I don't know, air conditioning in their helmets, they're done.
They're on the World Cup, bro. All those stadiums, they're on Qatar. All those stadiums are air conditioned, bro. But because Qatar doesn't have a league.
So don't worry. Don't worry. They'll buy one and make it.
With Qatar, they had to dismantle all those stadiums that they were played, and they had to give them to all the African nations across Africa. because football was big in Africa. So all those stadiums, AFC was given to Africa. So they set them back up over there. So when you have we had the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
So it's a buff stadium. They've only been used a couple of times. They built all up. Just there for a month, 2 months, and you got beat all back down again.
It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Next topic, I want to talk about the Premier League clubs. They're talking about scrapping on. Let me get right. Premier League clubs are trying to shift away from the season ticket. Here we go. We're going to talk about that. Bye season. All right, so here we go. The Premier League clubs are trying to shift away from season tickets and no longer want people like me and you attending. Ooh, who wrote that? The 2023-24 campaign drew to a close 9 days ago as Man City climbed to their 4th straight title. It's been season, we all know that to witness the Premier League action live will cost you a fortune. That's a fact. That's why I watch from my yard. We are used to seeing the likes of celebrities, Kim Kardashian at Arsenal and Hollywood mega.
They don't know fuck all about the game, bro.
Tom Hanks at Aston Villa, even sporting sensations such as darts teen Luke Littler have been spotted in the prawn sandwich brigade. But another thing becoming more and more common, annoyingly so for long-term fans, is the sight of half and half skirts in the crowd. Can't stand it. And don't get us started on the shirts being signed. What, on shirts begging signed? I don't mind people asking for shirts. That's not a problem. But allow the half and half scarves are ridiculous. They're stupid. And then people are doing this half and half shirts now. That's just stupid. However, it seems that the tourist fan is what more and more clubs want to attract instead of the traditional season ticket holder. This is according to the financial expert Karen Maguire, who has just completed a study into the staggering price attending Premier League football truly is. It's embarrassing how much it is. He worked... Sorry, his name is Kieran. Did I say Karen? Kieran. He worked from the stats comparing 2021 to 22 season to 22 to 23 season that the average price for a ticket, including tax, was £45. The total price figure, including the cost of corporate tickets and hospitality at each club, there are 11% increase within the 12-month period, with Chelsea being the most expensive ticket. It worked out to be a fee of £91 per fan per match at Stamford Bridge, while Nottingham Forest was the lowest, with the average just over £21. His study revealed
that atmosphere there, bro.
His study revealed that Tottenham were the second most expensive to watch at the cost of just under £85, with Arsenal close behind at £83.49. It was £71.53 per fan to go to Man United's Old Trafford, while Liverpool made up the top 5 with £70.79 total. Champions Manchester City average a £54.02, while Leeds United, who suffered relegation last term, were top dogs from outside of the top 6. It was £44.63 on average to go to watch them at Ellen Road. Season ticket prices are always a controversial subject, especially with Arsenal's lowest for next season priced at £1,072, with Man City raising theirs to 10%. Raising theirs by 10%. But Maguire told BBC 5 Live that season ticket holders no longer hold the same importance to clubs, and they may soon be a thing of the past. He said, "We are also trying to see some clubs shift away from season ticket holders because private equity organizations, they are revenue maximizers. Then speaking directly to the person interviewing him, he said, "They do not want people like you and me at football. We have served our time. We did our bit in the 70s, 80s, and 90s when nobody was interested in football. Now that football is the sexiest thing on the planet, let's attract the middle class, the tourist fans, the fans that will go to the mega store and matches and so on. I think this is a distraction from the this is a direction of travel, and it's only going to continue to travel one way. Maguire then explained how he had been hired by the Spirit of Shankly. He had been hired by the Spirit of Shankly fan group to do an analysis of Liverpool's prices from 92, 93 through to the present day. And that led to another warning that will strike fear into supporters across the country. He added, we had freezes, but at the same time, there's been significant increases in the last couple of years. Once that becomes embedded, then I think it will become part of the expectation of the owners. They will try to put up prices each year. Wow. That is a lot, blood. I knew we were high. I actually thought we were top because we were top for a while. Ours was near 90, but 83 is still very high.
Just you even reading of the article there. Just reading the article there, it just goes back to what we just said in the last segment about the Super League. This is what's going to make the Super League come about. The very same thing you just read. That's what's going to make the Super League come out. Kim Kardashian, who that was slag. What's she now?
She's bad luck, blood. I hate her coming to Arsenal games.
Oh, she's bad luck for everybody and everywhere.
Because
they're bad luck for everywhere.
They don't support. They're just showing up, holding shirt. Move, man.
Again, remember, fam. This is not football. This shit's called sports entertainment. This is all entertainment. So we want all the entertainers at every genre or every facet, whether they come from basketball, whether they come from the acting field, whether they come from hip hop or music, as long as they're seen around. All these are the type of people coming to our game. They don't give a fuck about no football.
Listen,
bro. If you really want to celebrities, talk about man, I feel the Gallagher brothers. Them man, I love fucking Man City. Them man, I love Man City. Right. You see that man in there, and they're not in no they're in there with the man then. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
We could get private box, but fuck all that. We're Manx.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I was gonna say that's why I started my thing. You see, my name on my channel is Guru on the Sofa. I watch from my yard. If I'm blessed to go to a game, it's going to be more likely a cup game or it's going to be the women's game. I cannot afford to be give £83 to no one for football. I pay enough. I pay enough via the channels, and I think my seat is better. The only thing different about sitting in the stadium is the atmosphere. That's it. From my view at home, I can see more than everyone in the ground. I see more than Arteta can see. So it doesn't make a difference to me. You get me?
Let these clubs run out the real fans, the man that we all the songs for the terraces. Yeah, I know that. When you don't how should we say it? You want to gentrify them out, so to speak. Let's see how your grounds sound. But you think that Prawn Brigade, people got all these tourists, you think they want it to be like I said, remember that time they had that tournament, you showed it on one of the shows where there was a big tear up there, the two fans them together, I think Brazil and somebody else, two countries in the same section. Now that's what they're trying to drive to. You know what I'm saying? And they think, I will let these celebrities here, and we'll let these celebrities, and everything will be nice and pompous and kumbaya. Let a blood clot team like Leeds United come up or certain clubs and they fall in the relegation. And it was really, the city. You're not being the city, bro.
See, now, as you say that, maybe that's the reason why they're trying to get man out, isn't it? They want the noise, but they don't want the tension. And like I've been saying to you before, because I go to the women's game, I watch the women's game. They like to mix too much. You know what? When it's the big games, they don't mix the crowd like that. Even for the women's, they don't mix it because they know better.
Let me ask you this. Would they have Liverpool and Everton mix?
I wouldn't watch such a game because it's not
my game. Here's a better one. You think they're going to have Celtic and Rangers?
I actually watched that game the other day. Right. The women's one. They went, no.
Ask yourself that. You're trying to do all this thing, but try to do that with Celtic and Rangers. What? That's never going to happen.
Well, never going to happen. As you're saying, if they replace the real fans with these fake fans, then you can do it.
No, bro, it's not going to work. Not Celtic and Scotland, bro. No way. Brother, them man will bomb out your ass, Scotland, man. They'll bomb out your shit first. Them man, they were lick
All I
when
know
you
is- all I know is the prices. The only way the prices go down is if the eyes on football go down. It's never gonna be how it was before. You get me? How much? Do you know how much it is for an NFL game?
They're fucking costly, bro. They're very costly because the ones in London, anything up to 50 quid starting, 50 quid upwards. And these are the games that they have in London. Remember, they have them in Germany now. They're not playing. They're looking to take out to Europe. They're just looking to get to Africa.
See, look, you're saying, you said, what do you say, 50? I got hair flipping starting at 84.
$84, which is about 60 quid.
84 pound.
84 quid. That's in the UK, right?
That's the UK one, 84
That
pound.
depends on if it's at Tottenham or at Wembley.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
If it's Tottenham, they're going to full fucking way. I keep telling you, they can't pay for that stadium. It's a house. They need Beyonce and Hot Red Hot Chili Peppers and the NFL to pay off for their stadium. That's a joke. Not even football's paying for that. That's what makes it so disgraceful over there. That's what makes it so disgraceful.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Look, your one is, well, Chelsea's the most. They need to drop that down, lad, because they don't deserve to be charging their fans that.
Well, they need that money to buy players, bro.
They can't buy. They need that money to level up. That's what the incoming of money is to level up for the FFP. They can't spend no money. They need to make money. Did you hear? They sold their own hotel to themselves. These football companies, blood. These owners are crooked, blood. You know what? Let me take that back. It's not that they're crooked because it's not against the law, because they stated what they did. But their sister company owns the hotel, so then they sold it to the. I'm like,
laws. Remember what I said about laws, right? The definition of the word law stands for: legal arm of white supremacy. So we can do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Crazy. All right, next.
White, bro.
Next topic is gonna be about a player called, if I can pronounce his goddamn name right.
From where?
His name is Brandon McManus, NFL.
Brandon Ayuk.
Do you know him?
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk.
I'll show him in a minute. That's not what the name looks like to me. Hold on. We'll be back after this. That brother right there.
Billy up him. Alex Fragley. This guy here, not the kicker.
His name is Brandon McManus. Plays for Jacksonville Jaguars.
This guy here, what is he? What's happened to him?
I'll read it to you. I just wanted you to know if you knew him off the bat. All right, here we go. NFL player accused of sexual assault on London flight. 2 women have sued the NFL player alleging he sexually assaulted them during a flight to London last year. The women, both flight attendants on the plane, filed a lawsuit Friday against Brandon McManus, a kicker for Jacksonville Jaguars at the time of the alleged incident. Mr. McManus has denied the allegations. The Jaguars said that they were aware of the complaint and acknowledged the significance of the claims. McManus and the rest of his team were on the flight from Jacksonville in Florida to London to play in the NFL game where the alleged incident occurred. In the lawsuit obtained by ESPN and not yet posted on local country public record database, the women say that McCann rubbed himself against them and grinded against them during the 28 September 2003 flight. One of the women alleged McManus tried to kiss her while she was seated during a period of turbulence. They are asking for more than $1 million and a jury trial. I heard something the other day. I'm going to stop there. I heard something the other day about someone talking about money, right? I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was, that's it. It was try and get some type of justice, right? And I was like, from all the cases that come up with celebrities, I always think to myself, why are you going for money? Money is not justice. You want them to get in trouble, right? But From
It's not about the
the
justice.
thing that I heard the other day, right, is if you can't get justice, imagine something happened to you, right? Something happened to you and you can't get justice. You don't have no
They
recording.
compensate with money.
Right. So that's the next thing to do. But I don't like that. That to me, that doesn't make any sense. Like, like
it doesn't make the shit go away.
Let's just use it of Michael Jackson, for instance, before we go back to this guy. If you say someone touched your child, money cannot fix it. No money. If someone said they're going to give you 600 billion, it's not fixing it. Why are you asking
for that? They want the
that?
money because they know it's a lie. They want the money because they know it's a lie.
That's what I used to think. But now that with that, what I just said is if you can't get justice, i.e. the person goes to jail or something, you want to still hurt them to get let's call it street justice. So is it wrong to ask for money when you can't get justice, when you can't get proper justice?
Listen, look at me.
Wait, answer that question. Is it wrong?
Well, to accept money.
Is it if someone did you something, yeah, but you can't get them sent to jail. There's not enough evidence. You can't get them sent to jail, but you can sue them. Would you sue them?
If it's a civil matter.
No, it's a crime. It's a criminal matter, but you can't prove it. Do you take it civil?
Well, that's the only other thing I've got. So there's nothing else. So
that means you do agree to take money then?
No, I don't agree to take the money because I don't want the money. Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't want the money because I just want to know that something happens to this individual because I want my justice. And money's not going to compensate with justice. You give him $1 million, it's like losing a child or your child getting murdered. You know what I'm saying? And they say, hey, it's 20 million to soften the blow. You're fucking joking. What am I going to do with 20 million?
Exactly. So what do you say about that? What do you say to the person who's going after money?
Well, boy, I mean, listen to this. As I said, those who want to do it for money, that's a decision and a choice on them. But whether it replaces or it gives you the materials that is applied,
I'm struggling
to make you happy.
I'm struggling to think of.
It's a moral thing now, isn't it? Because a moralistic thing now. Because the money, whatever the loss is, whatever greater loss it is, the money, they only give that money to cushion the blow.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, what's the difference in taking the money and someone who's doing it just for money? What's the difference?
Well, if you never set up for money in the first place, and you get compensated, and you never set out with money, any money that's paid to the plate, it should receive it. If they're not about money, they just want justice.
So what you're saying is if justice is all you can do is take money from the person who did you something, that's justice.
If that's the only way, if that's what they're agreeing.
That's all the judge can do. He's not going to send them to jail, but I can take some money from them. That's justice.
No, that's not justice. That's definitely not justice. Not at all.
Oh, yeah,
if a life's been taken, no amount of money, you can't.
All right, say no life. So let's try and stick to this because it's not a life been taken. Sexual assault. You say he did this. Where's your evidence? You don't have no evidence.
No, sexual assault. No. Because a drunken tongue speaks a sober mind. So I'm not for that. When women lie. Women lie. So I'm putting that into question. Only the woke feminists will say, yes, he did it. And they've got no evidence.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, I wasn't on that plane, so I don't know what I want. You get me?
Don't get me wrong. There's a bag of players. And some is American, man. They do have a way of, even when I travel around the world myself, they do have a way. And that's just regular Americans. They just have a thing about, well, we're Americans and we can go anywhere in the world and do whatever we want. Yeah, that's them. That is them. I have traveled. I've got great parts of this beautiful globe, and I've come across Americans there. Enough of them is obnoxious. Worse still if they play American football. Oh my God, they call them jocks, bro. You're the boy of college. You're on the NFL team. You know, you wish you're televised. Wow, big boy, the girl. I bet the guy is married. Let that come out when he reaches back to America. His woman or his wife or his family will be like, what the fuck are you keeping up? And he probably get cut for that now. And Jacksonville has been coming to the UK they've been the first time I went to see it was Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears and the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. And then I went to see Denver Broncos against the Cleveland Browns. And that was when I met guys like Vance Johnson, Mark Jackson, you know, saying of the Denver Broncos. You know, saying, and men like Hanford Dixon. These are the older players at Cleveland Brown who I met when they came to the UK. I actually went, you know, I love, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That was my thing. And to see the man in the live, in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? I've actually seen American football players, what they look like, how big these guys were. What the fuck? They're like, yo. But I'm too like, what?
Well, listen, McCannis' lawyer said that this is all fake and fictitious allegations. Mr. McManus no longer plays for the Jaguars. On the 14th of March, he signed a $3.6 million deal, £2.8 million with the Washington Commanders. So,
right, you know what that's about, innit? You know what that's about, innit? So he played with Jacksonville Jaguars. This is what this goes. The fact that they released him and he signed a contract with the Washington Commanders from Jacksonville to the DC, Maryland, because that's where Washington is, Maryland, that's where he's at. I've been to Washington, DC, and I've traveled from Florida to Washington, DC. You know what I'm saying? And it's by plane, 4 or 5 hours, by plane from Florida to Washington, DC, for 3 hours, 4 hours. So just California is way the other side. That would take you about 7 hours. So they're getting him out of the Florida area. I'll put him up more to the East Coast. So away from all that, it will die at their heads. Oh yeah, he played with Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, how long ago? No, he plays Washington Commanders now. You as a flight attendant, you're just going to be carrying on with your job, but your lawyers are going to be taking care of all this thing here. By the time that comes around again, this guy will be coming with Washington Commanders to London. You won't remember it's the same guy. It could be the same guy, the same flight with you, but he's just coming with the Washington Commanders. I bet you won't even remember him. This is the same man you're accusing. Yeah, that's probably one of the likelihoods. So they shifted him out because of that. We don't want the attention. We don't want the drama. Washington can deal with that.
Yeah, facts.
You're in the DC area. Be a politician who can pull it for you. Our humans just did. That's right up in this shit. They run shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get him out of the area. We ain't got to worry about it. We can still keep going to London, but none of this, you already know what this shit's about. But furthermore, any man do them things that you cut. Some man have a babies that you come in to do a job, do your job. You got your wives and your girlfriends. Lucky they're not on the flight with you. You know what I'm saying? You're lucky your wife and the girlfriends are not coming to the London shit. Because the players' wives are going to be, I want to come to London. I want to come to London to see you. That man I'm saying, yo, you can't really come to London because I quick thing up. There's a quick thing up. I'm going to play thing. I'm going to come back out, jet back out. None of this going out nice vision, Kensington, and doing all your fancy shopping. We ain't got time for that. You know, quick thing, no man, you mean that?
Speaking of quick things, we're gonna do a quick move and talk about the new sports that are going to be entering this year's Paris Olympics. So let's talk about the new ones. Yeah.
Yo, you got your man. Keep it cool. Nothing has to change. Just take one number.
All right. So the new ones. We can move us around a little bit.
What we got here then?
So what have we got? Some new ones. They got breaking, aka break dancing. It's the first one that's in. Yeah.
So who's gonna be the judge on? Who's gonna be the judges on that then?
I ain't calling these people's names. I don't know these people's names, bruv. There's no point in me saying just know that it's breakdancing is back in. I think it was in before and it got taken out and now it's back in. Surfing is back in. I know that used to be in before. Oh wait, surfing second Olympics, but not in Paris. Surfing made the Olympics debut in Tokyo, but it won't be in Paris. So why are you showing me this? Hold on.
Damn right, it's too fucking cold for that shit. Look at the temperatures now.
Yeah, but it's about where you do them, innit? I always found that silly anyway. You could only probably do surfing in Australia or America. You can't do it.
No, you see the UK, right? You see in the UK, right? And because when we had the Olympics, if the surfing was entered, and it was in the UK, the places that they would have done it, they would have went to places like Newquay, down on the coast, Somerset, where they've got all that shoreline.
Yeah.
All the places they've got their shorelines where you can cleanly do it over there. because you have surfers down in Newquay around this side there. Bare surfers down there. Scuba scoot on the whole thing and out there surfing. So the water's much more cleaner. Now they could have done that. I don't know the situation in France. I know there's Paris, there's Lille, you've got Nantes, Montpellier. If they're going to do this surfing, it'd be the south.
No, it is happening.
It's in the south of France.
It is happening, but it's happening. Yeah, you're right. It's happening on an island off
in the south of France.
It says Tahiti.
Tahiti, which is now check this. Now Tahiti,
Polynesia. Yeah,
Polynesia, Tahiti is part of a French colony, and funny enough, it's funny you should say it. Tahiti and the French Polynesia is where they've done all their nuclear testing. That's where France do all their nuclear testing, fam.
No one of the waves are flying over there, then, isn't it?
Right. See how fuck up. So yeah, it's in Tahiti, which is warmer climate, Polynesia.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got skateboarding. Tony Hawk's back in effect. There he is, right?
Tony Hawk's. Yeah. Is he one of the? Yes, you're the judge. Tony Hawk's. And who else was there? Dave Mirra. Where's Dave Mirra?
Skateboarding was the first Olympics stage in Tokyo. So okay, it made its first thing in Tokyo, and it will be in Paris. Big up.
The roller skating team is not roller skating, but the roller skateboarding is a big team because there's a lot of youth from different nations: Australia, Japan, China, America. There's a few. There's a well who's doing it, and I'm happy for that sport. Yeah, I'll accept that. I watched that. I watched skateboarding when I was a lot younger.
Sport climbing's first Olympic Games is also coming to Tokyo when it first hit Tokyo.
With the climbing on the frame on the wall.
It doesn't actually.
When they climb on the wall, yeah.
Let me see if they show me here. Yep, that's exactly it. If I see it there.
Yeah. I saw that in the last Olympics.
That was all right still. I like the challenge of that. I like the challenge.
I loved it. Yeah, because we're sports guys. You know what I'm saying? We're sports guys, and we would work out. So all those things is what we actually,
free on free basketball. Free on free basketball. I think they can thank. I think they can thank Ice Cube for that. Big free.
Yeah, man. Big free, man. That's a thank Ice Cube for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, man.
Because so what? Do you think they got both? 5-a-side basketball proper, and then this as well, or just this? Because it doesn't.
Well, to tell you the truth, with the basketball, for me, this is where it comes into that, because the Olympics is based on amateurism. For amateurs, this is not for a pro. The pro should never be in Olympics. That's when this is when they start making it into entertainment now, and we start getting certain things involved.
That was the old school rule. That was the old school rule.
Track and field, none of the play professional sports before any professional sports person was allowed to participate in the Olympics. Everybody that we know and all the great names in history of the Olympics were all amateurs just going to on a team. That if they went to school, college, or whatever, they had to do that.
No, that's cool, but I like it. I prefer it. I like it like this because at least now it shows that not only are professionals from the outside of the Olympics to come in, but now all you man are professionals too. This ain't no amateur thing. This is real.
Yeah, but
Usain Bolt ain't no amateur nothing. That's a champion bad man there. So if he's there, then Messi should be kicking ball. The best of the best should be here.
No. I think for me, when it comes to the Olympics, it just goes against what the whole Olympics is built on. And it's built on the spirit of individuals, and it's based on amateurism. There's no you play for Chicago Bulls, you fucking play for Barcelona.
Yeah, but you're talking about individual stuff. What about Usain Bolt? I mean, he can't come. He's too elite.
Remember, Usain Bolt started as an amateur.
Exactly. And worked his way to be a champion. He's not
being a champion.
Wait. Because I need to understand what you're saying. Is Usain Bolt and Shelly Ann and all them gal there, are they amateurs to you?
Yeah. No.
Right, so that means Olympics is not for amateurs anymore. That changed. So if they're not amateurs, then other sports, you have to let everyone in.
It's the people who changed it is the.
It was the sports that you're talking about that you're saying shouldn't have come. They're the ones who changed it. You know, like Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee would never have come into the Olympics, but they should be allowed to. They're the best.
Well, you got qualified first.
How can you walk around with gold on your chest when you know you're not
got
the best?
qualified first. You got qualified first. There should not be an automatic selection for anybody to go to the Olympics, no matter how professional you are. But you have to qualify.
All right. I agree, but I disagree. Like, obviously, what you're trying to tell me? Because we have to think in our day of watching football. You think Ronaldinho ain't gonna qualify? Of course he is.
Now, what I'm saying is this: when Brazil take their team, it's very rarely that they took the high ranking.
Yeah, that was before 5. That was before because it was against.
But they still won it.
I know. That's because them man they're just skillful though. They got the better amateurs.
And what's my guy? Them man was playing. What's my man playing? It's all them because you man them. What's somebody?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
It's all all them man they're playing.
They weren't even amateurs really. They're just not as good as Rivaldo and them man. They weren't amateurs.
Them man didn't even play. They played.
Listen to me. I know, but what I'm saying is that means the teams that won, you weren't the best. You're not the best. Because these men are the best. That's like saying Tyson and all them man, they won Olympic gold. They're the best. You can't say, like, all right, Fury just lost, right, to that brother. Yeah?
Yeah, Usyk, yeah.
So the person who wins Olympic gold this year, you can't say you're better than him. But you got gold on your chest. How?
That's because you're in an amateur sport.
It's not amateur no more.
Bro, you can't put a professional fighter in the boxing Olympics.
Why?
It's gonna go like you have to be an Olympic boxer to make the professional ranks.
Exactly. But that's for that sport specifically.
You can't be professional.
That's not football.
You can't be Roy Jones. That's not football. How do you get to be Roy Jones? Champion.
Lennox Lewis has got gold medal. Mike Tyson's got gold medal. They got it already. They don't have to go back, but they got it already.
But hold on. Roy Jones.
AJ's got one. I'm sure.
Roy Jones was robbed of a gold medal. In the soul. He was smashed up the heat in the final.
Wait.
Smashed the guy in the final.
So he was in the Olympics.
Roy Jones.
So he was in the Olympics.
Yeah, Roy Jones was in the Olympics. You don't know that.
But you're telling me they're not allowed to be.
No, Roy Jones was an amateur. He wasn't a pro.
So then he wasn't Roy Jones at the time, then, innit? He wasn't Roy Jones at the time.
Yeah, he was. Man,
so how he lose?
Hold on. Roy Jones never lost. He was it's the biggest controversy. Go and look on when we get time. Look on the Roy Jones fight and listen to the conversation. He got blipped. He stormed through the rounds. He smashed up everyone.
Made me forget what we were doing just now. All right, cool. Yeah. We got that one. Next up.
Yeah,
Kayak. They got Kayak is in. We made me forget what we were doing.
Kayak was at the London Games. Kayak was in at the London Games. Kayak in the London Games at the Lee Valley, didn't they? At the Lee Valley.
No, it's like Kayak Cross. It must be something different because this is the first time it's coming.
So what was the one that done up by the Lee Valley, just up the road from us here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kayaking.
There's slalom. That's the one when they're going down the fast hill. Yeah,
that's canoe and kayak, isn't it?
Yeah, there must be another thing that you can do in a kayak. Yeah. All right, here we go.
It's a different name, bro.
Other changes at the 24 Olympics is artistic swimming for the first time in Olympic history. Men are included in artistic swimming.
What's that then? What's that artistic swimming?
When they're dancing in the water, basically.
But you know they're trying to Jim Screeching to look at something. You know what they're trying to Jim Screeching to this, bro. You know what they're trying to bring into this, bro. So what we're gonna wear now? You're gonna start wearing some mankini doing their team.
They've been
like some Borat team.
They're gonna wear whatever swimmers wear, innit?
But for those you have to have a fire on for that pool swimming and the way like and girls they put themselves on.
No, you don't. Because that's the girls have to wear that. What the women wear. Swimmers, women wear the same thing. Their hair is in that plastic thing.
So what's about the men now? So the men put a mankini to look like that.
Now they said they're not gonna put them in the mankini, bruv. No, they're not. They won't. They won't. Them men are gonna be wearing.
I think the man came at the mankini, there would be no protest. No protest that.
If they put on mankinis, bruv, that's the end of that. All right. Next up, they're saying boxing. A new women's weight class has been added, and a men's class has been cut. Ooh. And now there's 7 men's weight categories and 6 women's categories.
Why?
Doesn't say why. Doesn't say why.
I'll tell you why. Men are gonna come watch the men. I don't know how many men. I don't know how many women are gonna come watch women. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna cut it. You should only cut it because women are not coming to watch it. Why are you cutting men when men come to watch that shit? Why are you doing that? What do you expect? We're gonna come to all women. Believe it, we might hear about a knockout. You'd be like, right, you about a knockout from that girl. You know what? I'm gonna go check her out. Come here, such a knockout. I actually knock out bitches all day. Yeah, I'm gonna go check her out. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I've never heard of you, if I heard, I only need to hear, but this bitch knocks out bitches cold. Like Mike, I'll be like, what? All right, I'm gonna go check her out. That's gonna draw me to look.
Next up, they got sailing. 2-kite event has been added to the Olympic sailing schedule. So that's just more.
Bro, some sports are not Olympic sports, bro.
Shooting. They got shooting again. Shooting. The mixed skeet team event replaces the mixed team track event. Whatever. I don't really.
Hunger Games, bro.
Track and field. The marathon, race, walk, mixed relay comes to the Olympics, replacing the men's 50K race walk. Whatever.
Who makes up these rules, bro?
Volleyball is back at previous Olympics. The men and the women's volleyball fields of 12 had been split into 2 pools of 6, with each team playing 5 matches in total pool. But at the Paris Games, teams will be separate into 3 pools of 4. Blah, 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 blah. And then weightlifting, the number of weightlifting classes has been reduced from 14 to 10.
Why? Someone's making some money.
Why? Like, I know why. They don't saying why. They're just saying it.
Exactly. They put this shit in, but they don't give a reason why they put it in. What is the point? Yes, again, it's good entertainment.
Those are the new ones.
Yeah, and the people who are making these rules and putting these rules in, none of us have never participated in a sport in their life. That's the craziest shit.
That is the craziest
what's crazy is that we like Egypt. We're the ones watching this shit. We're the ones consuming this shit. That makes us more fucked up. That makes us more crazy. We're the ones watching this shit.
All right, next up, I got another football thing. We're going to go back to football. Calvin Phillips, another lifeline out there for him. Let's talk about it.
And let the rest laugh. Happy to stay fresh, rocking a headscarf.
This goes out to those that cook for them, man. All right, here we go. Calvin Phillips, Everton looking into the move for Manchester City midfielder. Calvin Phillips was on loan at West Ham last season. The midfielder has made 31 appearances for Man City since his 45 million transfer from Leeds in July 2022. The City midfielder could again be available on a temporary deal. Everton are looking at a move for the Manchester City midfielder, Calvin Phillips. Calvin could again be available on a temporary deal after spending the second half of the last season on loan at West Ham. It has been thought that the return to Leeds was likely this summer, but after a loss out to Southampton in the Championship playoff final, Everton's chances of brokering a deal have increased. Phillips has made just 31 appearances for City since his 45 million transfer from Leeds in July 2022. Pep Guardiola has admitted in December he cannot salvage the England midfielder in his team. The 28-year-old joined West Ham on loan in January, but the move did not work out. He was culpable for goals conceded against Bournemouth and Man United, was sent off against Nottingham Forest, and was then caught on camera performing a rude gesture to the West Ham fans after a defeat to Newcastle, which we covered that as well.
No discipline and no mental fortitude. His poor
form was led to his omission from Gareth Southgate's 33-man training squad for the Euros.
Get your fucking head right.
As he was wanted to kickstart his career. The Everton boss Sean Dyche has previously tried to sign Phillips during his time at Burnley in 2019 and spoke in glowing terms of him in 2 years later. I thought he was a very good player, and then he's I thought he was a very good player then, and he's a very good player now. Oh, shut up, Dice. You're chatting shit. He's developed since then and continues to do so. So far, what? So fair play to him. That's a lie. You just like him. That's a lie.
That's a spin and soundbite.
Yeah,
that shit is spin and soundbite.
Clearly.
Hold
on. Fives, hold on. Your scouts are out there collecting information and they are scourging around, and sometimes one catches your eye. He was one for me, and I don't think my staff liked him as much, but I was wrong on him. But I was strong on him. See, his staff don't want him. He wants him. That's how you know. That's how you know. So they say what? Phillips in and Onana out. That's insane. Onana's better.
Onana's good though. Onana's
better than him. Onana's better than him. That's insane. Yeah. Phillips is dead food, bruv. Sorry, I forgot to put his picture up. But Phillips he's dead food.
Put his picture up for me.
He's dead food, man. He's rubbish.
He's rubbish. Yeah. You're shit, and you know you are.
Get me?
See,
like I said before, when we talked about him swearing at the West Ham people, because they were cussing him out, he should never have left Leeds. These men get too excited. Who don't know that he ain't a City player? I don't know where Pep was thinking. He's not even close.
That type of money was right. Was taxed right off money. Let's just spend it just for the sake of spending it.
Had to be. That's
taxed right off money.
They thought he was gonna be like the next England thing. Let's get him in. Nah, bruv. This ain't FIFA. We're not playing FIFA around here. This is real life. He should have stayed his backside at Leeds. I'm sure he was captain or close to it. Keep your backside.
As I said, because you do remember the players don't have any rights. Because if a club said, "Boy, we're in and we can see for 10 million," you're going, bro.
No, it's not that. You keep thinking. I don't know why you keep thinking that. This ain't the 80s, bruv. You got rights. The players got more rights than anything these days.
Well, the
club can say, yo, look, Paris Saint-Germain said they're giving us 200 million for you. You're out of here. If the player says, I'm not going, I'll run down my little 2-year contract. That's it. But the club can say, all right, but you're not playing. We'll put you in reserves. But if, like I told you about the Chelsea thing, if them man there said, you know what? I don't even like football anymore. I'm done. I've got 8 years of money coming to me. I'm going to sit down. Put me in the reserves. I'm injured. Put me in the reserves. I'm injured. I'm going to get paid for 8 years, Fives. That's what I'm saying.
Like we said before on this same show, what happens when you don't care about the money?
When you care about football, it shows. When you care about football, it shows. Just like you said the other day, last week, I'm putting this brother here. He's in the same class with Ali. He's in the same class with Ali and them man there. Ali,
you should all them man there. My brother, it's ironic that you be saying the same thing when you said about this man. I said he's the same as Dele Ali.
Yeah, he's with them man. Ali, Lingard, and this brother here. Trade them.
No one's like a redskin you with them, man.
Trade them. Trade them, man. I don't know what's going on with them there.
I'm going to treat like a light skin and meet the man there, my boyfriend. Eh? I'm going to cuss out the black on the berry street.
Crazy.
One to them boy there.
That's crazy.
One to them man there. Yeah, one boy picks up on herself.
Jeez,
nobody come this up this half your boy, yeah.
Who trade them? I don't know what they're dealing with.
You mentioned his name. The first name that came on my mind was fucking Dele Ali.
Yeah, because I remember you said it last week. I was like, nah, this brother, he's stand next to Ali, blood. He's not as what's the word? Ali's like fashion.
All the three, I love Jesse Lingard the most.
He's third. See, I put Ali first, Lingard second, and then him third.
I would take Lingard over this clown here and Dele Ali all day long. I would take Jesse Lingard. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Of the more, I'll take Jesse Lingard of all. But them two there, listen, bro. Look how much Ross Barkley's game improved since he's been away from that pussy. Ross Barkley's getting a move.
Villa. Get me? Huh? He humbled himself, went Luton, and now look, boom, Villa.
Yeah, because Dele Ali fuck up your shit, innit? So they separate the two. Said Dele Ali, where the fuck? He said him. He's not even playing first team football.
I don't know. I think he's back at Everton, but I don't know where he's dealing with.
I'm not in. Now you ain't come back here, bro. You can go to MKD where you started from, bro. You're not come here, sir. Bro, we had a 5-point deduction of the season, and you're coming around here? No. we can't even indiscipline, red card. That means more points. We can't have players like that around us. No, you can't be here, mate. You can't be in the ball club, bro. We can't have no brother. Bro, we're under the cosh. We're losing points, losing points for that. Any man getting a red card, you're like, listen, no. Those points tally up. We can't have that. So we're rolling up. You are not ever coming back here. Yeah, Czech probably can deal with that shit. Yeah, ain't really for you. Nothing. You might get Leicester. Yeah, you get Leicester. Yeah, I mean, who else come up with Leicester? Southampton, right?
Southampton, Leicester, Ipswich.
This is Russell or Leeds.
They shocked me, blood. I thought after they spanked my man 4, they were going. Southampton beat them 1-0, innit? I got a message. I know that backs Leeds, and like, she told me, nah, they're dead. They're not going to do it. And I was like, Leeds are kicking man's ass. But look what happened, boy.
But anyway,
next up, I've got something for you. It's not the full video. We're going halfway through, but it is rigged moments in the NFL.
Oh, man, there always are.
We're going to talk about it. All right, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to put this on screen, but I'm going to take myself off.
What year is this?
It doesn't have a year. It's just 10 most rigged moments in the NFL history. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself off screen, so it's just you and the video. When you want me to pause it, just tell me, and I'll pause it, then you can talk a bit, and then I'll carry on, yeah?
All right, cool.
It's about 8 minutes. Well,
it's
an 18-minute video, but I've just gone through the first 7 minutes. We're going to start like there.
I don't know which year it is.
Yeah. But there's no you keep asking that. You'll see it, innit, when you see the
picture.
I
don't know which year. I don't know what year it is.
So we'll do that. I'm going to take myself off, and then it's just you in the video, and then you can talk.
Steeler fans are going to need a pacifier for this next moment, because if there's one non-divisional team all Steeler fans hate, it's the New England Patriots. Because, let's face it, Tom Brady and the Patriots had their number for years. I mean, Tom Brady is practically Ben Roethlisberger's daddy. Dude is 7-3 against Roethlisberger in the regular season and undefeated against him in the playoffs. So when the Steelers finally had a chance to beat the Patriots, everyone was on the edge of their seats cheering them on. That's when Jesse James made one of the most important plays of his entire career. To the end zone.
That was a touchdown.
Oh man, I wish I could see the look on Brady's face right now. But then something unexpected happened. The refs kept reviewing the play over and over again, just to break the hearts of all of Pittsburgh.
After reviewing the play, the receiver in the end zone did not survive the ground. It's an incomplete pass.
Bullshit. Stop that. Pause that. His knee hit the ground and the ball was across the line. He had the ball in his hand, and the ball was across the line. That was definitely rigged again. That was rigged in favor of Tom Brady. Again, sports entertainment. Tom Brady is the biggest face of the NFL, if you want to call it that. And he doesn't even present himself as that. That's the great thing about Tom Brady. He doesn't even present himself as the face of the NFL, because they try to come at him as well. But they need to build somebody up in it. So they wanted to protect New England, because New England going into it basically is like, we want a dynasty. Yeah, saying. So that was definitely rigged. That was a touchdown. Clear. I remember seeing that game. That was a full touchdown. Again, they didn't want the Steelers going, because the Steelers have the most Super Bowl championships. The Steelers, so they want the Patriots to equal it. Now, since Tom Brady's left and Bill Belichick's been cut, the Patriots are shit. And it always points down to the fact that it is Tom Brady. It is Tom Brady. But this game was definitely rigged. So that's me on that.
Yikes. I can't believe that's not a catch. And I
That's a
also
catch.
can't believe how much Tom
That's a
Brady paid
catch.
the refs to say that. But imagine making that call when the stakes are 10 times higher. Because the Packers had one play standing between them
This is
and
usually
the
a catch.
NFC Championship. I mean, these dudes literally just needed
I remember this. I
one
remember this
stop.
game well.
But even that was too much to ask
Just
for.
Brian
Because Tony
turning
Romo
around.
decided to put on his big boy pants.
This is the catch. This is the catch. That's the catch. That's a catch. That's a catch.
Did you see that? They were only supposed to get 2
Cool. See, he's got the ball there.
and they almost
He's down.
got
That's a catch.
touchdown.
He's a touchdown.
Almost as
He's
much as
down.
Pete
He's
Davidson's
touchdown.
day-
Touchdown. He got the ball. He's still got the ball in his hand. Just saying. The ball cannot cause it.
history.
He's caught it. He's caught it cleanly. Yeah, he's caught the ball. He's gone down. Now the ground cannot make you fumble. If you go down, you caught it and you're across the line and you've got in possession, it's a touchdown. Whether you go down on the floor and the ball comes out, you have got the ball in your hand under control and you cross the end zone. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Again, they were to fuck with the Dallas Cowboys on this one here. They were to fuck with Jerry Jones' head. You know what I'm saying? So you can roll the camera.
Hold on a second. The refs are about to intervene with the football gods.
After review, it has been determined that the receiver did not maintain possession of the football.
You see?
Why is that not a catch?
This is the fuckery. This is
1 second, the Cowboys were about to score the go-ahead touchdown.
See, it's a
Next,
touchdown.
their season was over. Bruh, if that's not a catch, then neither is Kim Kardashian. And speaking of moms, the refs went full-on Karen mode for our next moment. See, it was the closing moments of Super Bowl 57. And with the score tied at 35 apiece, the Chiefs' job was simple. Milk the clock, kick a game-winning field goal, and watch the confetti fall. But the Eagles weren't about to let that happen, so they had to play clamps.
Pressure, lofting one, end zone incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster can catch up. There's a flag.
See, fuck. No.
There's a
There.
penalty. Prior to the pass, holding number 24, defense.
And Bradbury just grabbed onto him.
Right.
Worst case scenario, you'll see James.
That's not really a foul. But it's supposed to be 5 yards. Right? That's supposed to be 5 yards. But he shouldn't be touching it because that now 24 would be me as a cornerback. So I know this position. So I shouldn't really be. I can only touch him for 5 yards down the field. After that, I just have to follow him. I can't touch him like he's touching me. So technically, it's a penalty. But it's a fucked up penalty because the player made a meal of it. He made a meal of it. That's Juju Schuster. He made a fucking meal of it. He's not a great receiver. He's not bad. He's not great. But he made a meal of it. Yeah, I'm saying right about now. If this was like in the Premiership, you would be getting a booking for what's it called? What they call it? What they call it in Premiership? Simulation. Simulation. I'll be fucking flagging you, and I'll be giving you a 10-yard penalty back the other way. Yeah, loss of down. Back to restart. Loss of down. Yeah, because this is a cheating move. This is like a man diving for a penalty in the penalty box, and the contact was way out the box, but he dived into the penalty box, expecting a penalty, but the contact was made like 10 yards, 10 meters down the field. No. So for me personally, that could have slid. You know what I mean? But because it's rigged for the Chiefs because of Patrick Mahomes. He is the face of the National Football League. Come in, he's got to 4 Super Bowls, won 3 in 4 years. So Tom Brady's retired, so they need a new face. So the face they're pushing is Patrick Mahomes. But he won't win this year. He won't go into next year. It's going to be Lamar Jackson, because that's what they're going to do. But you've been in 3 or 4 of them. You need to cool off. So this is where you know sometimes what's scripted, it pisses me off. I like to read, I love reading, so I love reading scripts. So with that now, this play here, as I said, it could have went, but it was very costly. Very costly, and that was definitely
Left hand on his back. I don't know. Wait a second. What's that flag on the field? Is that what I think it is?
The ball's untouchable.
Not subscribing
The
to the
ball's
channel?
untouchable.
Ouch. That one's got
I'll
a
put
stick.
like
But not as much as the actual flag. When James Bradbury got called for holding against Juju Smith-Schuster. Yep, the refs practically handed the Chiefs the Lombardi.
A tug twice by Bradbury, and the ball gets incomplete, and he's got no animation. He doesn't do anything to the official to go, where's the flag? It ruined what could have been a really cool ending.
But Juju wasn't exactly a graceful winner, because it was almost Valentine's Day, and he wanted to show the opposite of love.
He says, "Happy Valentine's Day, everybody." It has a picture of James Bradbury, as you could see right there, and it says, "I'll hold you when it matters most."
Damn, Juju, you spent so much time on TikTok and Twitch.
Yeah, that's what.
Piss take thing, because I was like, what's that about? They're blacking out some bits. I think they're showing game footage that they're not allowed to show. That's why.
He basically cheated. Basically, you know, the same guy who you just showed, Bradbury. Yes, technically, this guy, technically, it was illegal because you're not allowed to touch until 5 yards down the field. But Schuster, Juju Schuster, ran into him and cut into him, making it look like he's making contact with him, and he's running into this man. So by the time he runs into him, he's cut. So he's making any type of contact he's made, it's going to be a PI, pass interference, because he's touched me. But when the ball was in the air, it was uncatchable. You're not going to make it to that ball. The ball was out of receivership. You're never going to receive that ball at all. So for me, I would have just picked up the flag, no foul on the play, because it was uncatchable. He's never going to reach it. Yeah, he's never going to get down to the distance to get the ball. So I'm calling the flag back up. So go back to your downs, and that's it. You go back to your downs, and that's it. No flag on the play. That's the
If you didn't spend so much time on TikTok and Twitch, maybe you'd have an actual Valentine. All right. We've entered the 3 most rigged moments in NFL history. And trust me, these moments are like a cruel summer on steroids.
What did he say?
Because for number 3, it's the romance that put Travis Kelce on the map. See, when the NFL included Taylor Swift into this year's script, I'll admit it, I was skeptical. But ever since Taylor Swift started dating Travis Kelce, everyone and their mom tuned into football on Sundays. Now, it's got people watching who don't even know what a first down is. And for a bit, it was cool. The league was growing, the storylines were crazy. But nah, who are we kidding? This got old quickly. Because whenever the Chiefs got a first down, the camera immediately panned to Taylor Swift's reaction. Time and time again. But then the Chiefs made the playoffs. And that's where things got really out of control. In the first round, the Chiefs had their way against the Dolphins, meaning in the divisional round, it was time for a showdown between the Bills and the Chiefs. And everyone assumed this was the last time they'd see Taylor Swift on their TV screen. The Bills were red hot, and they were riding a 6-game win streak. Plus, the Bills had already beat them once in the regular season. But despite the odds being stacked against them, all they needed was one missed field goal.
44 yards, Bass. No, he doesn't make it. Wide right. Wow. The 2 most dreaded words in Buffalo.
Sliced that. He sliced that. The kicker sliced that. He was on the tape, right? Or someone within the organization was on the tape. Now, you just heard what the narrator said. Taylor Swift here, Taylor Swift there, Taylor Swift there. Now, the player that she goes out with is a player named Travis Kelce. Now, Travis Kelce, good guy, cool brother, from Brazil, cool brother. I believe he was a cool brother. Anyway, he was rocking with a sister. Sister's cool. Sister was nice, kind of all right. But you know, some of my sisters, they look the greatest, but they've got some fucked up attitude. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what you know what I'm saying. So when you're around the NFL, around the professional franchise and that kind of people, you don't really want no street bitch on your case. You know what I'm saying? Something proper like as eloquent and know to, you know what I mean? Eloquent enough to just articulate themselves on the road, even if you just left them there for 2 minutes and someone's engaging with them. They don't want no airhead and even talking about, yeah, girl, what up, girl? You know, they don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the point is this, as you heard the narrator said about the Taylor Swift team. Now, Taylor Swift, as you already know, is one of the biggest pop stars across the global world. Now, it's in the interest of the NFL, as they say, to protect the Spieler, which is the slogan, protect the Spieler at all times, no matter what. Now, the mere fact that Taylor Swift is getting with Travis Kelce, I don't think he doesn't do anything, he probably just mash and do his thing. But it's Taylor Swift brings more eyes to the game, more revenue. to the game. So it's in the interest to have the biggest pop star in the world with her man playing on Kansas City Chiefs, who's already just won a Super Bowl previously before it was the Niners. And this is going to be the biggest viewing audience. Advertisers are involved. Sponsorships are involved. This is a global event. It's not sports, it's global entertainment. And with having Taylor Swift there, that's all the Taylor Swift, all the Taylor Swift followers who don't like fuck all about American football, don't know jack shit about it. They've got their eyes on, oh shit, Taylor Swift's over here. Whoop. Clicks straight away. Taylor Swift's over here. Swiftites. Be a Swiftites over there, sir. You know what I'm saying? So with all the Swiftites out there, that's how much of millions of her Swiftites are following where she's and where she's at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that is. That's why it definitely is rigged that way. Make Chelsea as a Taylor Swiftite done. Make them two done. Make them two mash up or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Believe in me, you won't see the Kansas City Chiefs in the final for a year or two.
Just like that, the Swifties had advanced to the AFC Conference Championship. Only this time, they were up against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
Right.
And once again, the Chiefs were coming into the game as
this game great, man.
The Ravens put together the most underwhelming performance since Jack Harlow's
Telling you.
halftime performance.
Can't fucking believe that. It pissed me off like the season here. You know what I'm saying?
To the end zone again, and it is intercepted.
You know what I'm saying? So it's new their defenses and all that season.
The Chiefs had just booked
I didn't
themselves
check for that.
to the Super Bowl. And first and foremost, that meant one thing. 4.5 hours straight of non-stop Taylor Swift. Surely this
Here you go,
can't be
brother.
a coincidence, right?
Here you
At
go,
this point,
bro.
it was almost inevitable. The Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl and officially take the Kelsey-Swift
what
relationship
happened?
to the next level. I mean,
Level.
it was so crazy that Vegas oddmakers even had betting odds whether or not Travis Kelsey would propose after the game. And sure enough, the Chiefs got their happy ending.
What's going on? First and goal.
The Niners, you know, not the fire.
It's there! Hardman!
Niners had a great season. Yeah.
Yo, Five,
Yeah.
doesn't is it Aaron Rodgers? Don't he play for them?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has been signed to the New York Jets.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
sorry, I just remembered him. I remembered him playing.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers now. Now Aaron Rodgers, yeah, because Aaron Rodgers is a rebel, isn't he? Aaron Rodgers is a rebel. Yeah, he doesn't do that Ayahuasca shit. You don't bother weed, but he does all natural medicine and Ayahuasca and mushrooms and all them things there. So he's not a great look as a face for the
scene.
For the NFL. But the Halloween team, yeah? Yeah, the Halloween team, see, for the players come as they want. He come as John Wick. They're like, no, I'm not here with that. You know what I'm saying? He come as John Wick all blooded up and all that stuff. Even though it's a bit of fun, but that's a man's mentality in it. So Aaron Rodgers, he's a great quarterback. I love Aaron Rodgers. Love Aaron Rodgers. Guys will tell you. But because Aaron Rodgers don't fit what they want to present.
Yeah. No, fair enough. All right, cool. Back to the video. Cool.
Game of the year. See, the Ravens were less than 30 minutes away from winning Super Bowl 47. But just as all hope seemed lost, millions of fans watched the unthinkable happen.
Half the power in New Orleans.
We're playing the dark. We're playing the dark.
Players now beginning
to realize this may be a little bit of a delay as the dark.
Players sitting out on the
Imagine being up 28-6 in the third quarter and then watching
It's going to be a blowout. That's why. It was going to be a blowout. It was going to be a total blowout. But hold on, you're talking about $1 billion industry and your lights go out. Shut up. Behave yourself. What, you got generators? So hold on. So if your lights went out, imagine if the country was under attack or someone was looking to attack the Super Bowl itself. Where was your security? If the lights can go out, what do you think would happen? Bollocks. It was going to be a total blowout. And on top of that, it was Ray Lewis's last ever game in a Baltimore Ravens shirt. His last ever game, this was it. That's it. He was going to go out. So I remember this time, Colin Kaepernick's playing in. who Colin Kaepernick explained this was a big Super Bowl, but they was gonna get blown out. So that's to make it look good, like put out the light, bring some controversy to it. Do you know what I mean? There'll be some air talk and all that, and give the Niners an opportunity to refresh. Yeah, saying the lights out, 10, 15 minutes, let them refresh, get their game plan together. Man, we get blown out here, man. We can't have this. So the light is giving you a timeout. And there's no timeouts other than the timeouts that you've got within the game. So they start to make a comeback. You know what I'm saying? They start to make a comeback. So obviously this is a bit like WWE. Anyway, I went with the Ravens one because it was going to get a total blowout in the first place. Because when they opened up with a kickoff straight back to the other end. You know, open the kickoff, gone back to the other end. It was going to be a total blowout. People's going to be saying, man, I don't want to Super Bowl 50 to 20 blowout. Well, I don't mind as long as it's fucking great balls in it and great hitting. I don't care. My thing is I want to see great hitting. I mean, that's what I as a ball player, and I think I'm not going to watch a game. I don't want to see about touchdowns. That's cool. That's all nice and then. But I'm about big hits. Yeah. Great tackling and big hits, because that's what I do. That's what I represent. Great tackling and big hits. I don't care about no touchdown. Yeah, I'm great. I love interception. I love a great pass, a great catch. Like especially for one-handed one or one little bit. What the fuck? Man, the fuck is man get these? You could talk about his body. I love all of that. But overall for me, the hits. When you hit the hits, kaboom! And you hit all around the stadium, like, oh, there's 60,000 people there, 70,000 people, and you can hear that kaboom on the pitch. That is echoes right to the stadium, brother. Listen, I remember seeing Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys, and Mike Singletary, them time the best linebacker in the NFL, middle linebacker. So that means you meet a lot of traffic. You meet a lot of traffic. As a middle linebacker, you meet a hell of a lot of traffic. Play after play, downs after downs, as a middle linebacker. And let me say, I was in Wembley Stadium. What was it? It was Chicago Bears and Dallas Cowboys were the first, if not the first game at Wembley Stadium. And I can't remember who the running back was. Come through the middle. He come through his A gap. When he came through the A gap, and Mike Singletary met him at the A gap. My God, you should listen, man. If you're talking about earthquake, beastquake, man, the whole stadium was shook. Man, I was in the upper tier at Wembley. I wasn't even near close to the pitch. I was on the upper tier of the old Wembley. When he put that hit, that boom, you thought it was rolling thunder from the skies. The whole stadium, all of us in one, that was just crying up. At one. The thousands of people just crying up when that hit was laid. Yeah, and you're like, man, that's it. That's what I can see, because that's one of the things I will remember from a game. Oh my man got laid out, man. My man got smoked more than I remember a touchdown.
Dynasty. See, it was the second round of the 2001 playoffs, and to put it simply, this game was abysmal.
Oh God, this is horrible. This is my team.
Next to impossible. I mean, how are you supposed to score when you can't even see the
this was this here?
But thankfully,
the total joke. This is a total joke. This is my team, the Raiders, yeah, Oakland Raiders. Now, Charles Woodson, as you see, it hits Brady. The ball's a fumble. What? Bam! That's a fumble. That was a fumble. We recovered the ball. It's our ball. Now they come with his bollocks. Unheard of, not even written in the rule book at all. To like, oh, there's this top rule. It's not even in the book. It's not even been created. You're bringing it on the day. You're bringing it on the day. Oh, his hand was going through, wasn't it? His hand was here, bad ball one time. His ball wasn't in a throwing motion. And even Brady would admit to that. He's retired now. He can't take back the Super Bowl rings. He can't take back the Super Bowl rings. So yeah, but it was a fumble. He said it. It was a fumble. But I don't call the shots. Bullshit. Now that comes from the NFL commissioner. That comes from the top. rule it as this because
Absurd. Not even Brady.
the Raiders are not going to sell tickets, and they're not a big TV draw. But the Patriots is because Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the box draw, office draw, not the Raiders. Tom Brady. He has to be there because we need to keep revenue going. There's a whole fun corruption in the NFL, bro.
And when the GOAT is calling it a fumble, that's how you know they messed up. But Brady...
You heard what he said there, right?
Even he called it a fumble. He called it a fumble.
He said it's a fumble.
Yeah.
Brady. There you go.
Even Brady said it. I'll put it back up.
Brady is a fumble. But you see what it is that? Brady can't go to the officials and say, wait, look, Rev, it's a fumble. The officials are moving from us. The officials are moving. We'll throw a flag on it anyway. It doesn't matter. Don't matter what you say. The flag's on the play. It's a fucking fumble. That's how we see it. Again, like the Premiership, you can't go to you can't cuss at the refs. You can't run up in the ref's face. You can't do none of that type of thing. And they can get away with all of that and go home.
Get a fumble.
I'm saying.
That's how you know
they messed up. The truth.
But Brady couldn't be more.
But you don't care about the truth. Because we care about the entertainment, the entertainment value of this.
Down the field,
they're protecting the field, not you.
Field goal and went into another gear. After catching a lucky break, they didn't just win the game. They wound up winning the Super Bowl. Down the pipe.
Yep. First of 7. The first of 7 Super Bowls this man won.
All the confidence in the world. They wound up winning 2 more Super Bowls in the next 3 years, proving once and for all that all you need is one thing to go your way, and it can change your entire world.
Yeah, it's called being rigged. One thing going your way is called being rigged. When it's rigged, it's going your way. Sometimes as a player, you may not even have anything to do with it. As a player itself. But like Patrick Mahomes, I saw a couple of players here when this very same player, Patrick Mahomes, was playing against San Francisco Niners. Patrick Mahomes, he ran out the pocket, he slid out the pocket. Now, number 7, which I think is Jimmy Spencer, I'm sure, but he might come to do. I think he's been traded to Houston Texans. Anyway, he runs up to Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes is running to his left. He's right-handed, remember? He's running to his left. So if he's running to, it makes it more awkward to throw across your body. So he's running to his left, yeah? And the only way you're going to get to really throw back, you have to stay steady. You got to catch yourself, or you're going to be some crazy athleticism. I always call him the best athlete in the world. Yeah, so he's not moves, but he's not Lamar Jackson for sure. And when he was turning to do his ball, it come in like, I'm not coming. This is what the player that was running up the button had a clean shot at him. A clean shot. This is a man who plays my position. I was so disgusted with this player. I was so pissed because you had a clear shot at this man here. You had just hit him low, by his waist, take him down by his waist, hit him mid-drip, by his waist, and he would have got that ball, whether it's been completed or not. But what was going to happen? Anyway, he moved away from the play. He didn't hit Patrick Mahomes. Like someone said in his fucking helmet, don't touch him. Doesn't look like you. Don't touch him. He's our investment. He's getting you paid. That's the type of shit they do, bro. Man, this guy gets you paid. Don't fuck him up. He gets you paid.
Yeah. There you go.
They're safer. There
you go.
This is where the corruption and the rigging shit goes on. This man's the face of the NFL. If he goes down, oh my God, we're losing revenue. Right? Can we need him to pass to Kelsey because he goes out with Taylor Swift? It adds up now, isn't it?
So
all adds up now, isn't it?
So sad.
It all adds up now, isn't it? We can't have this man of no play. One Taylor Swift's in the stadium, and we can't put a boyfriend off this pitch at no time. They're down on every down. If we play 110 snaps for the game, you're on 105 of them. Yeah?
Crazy.
That's
man.
it.
Crazy. All right, people, that is the end of the show. Bar level this week. We will be back next week. You know what it is, because sport don't stop, man. It don't stop.
Man.
Before
hey,
I go,
come on, I was cover some of this Caitlin Clark thing and Angela Reese and all some of these WNBA ladies and having a bitch fest over there in America.
We already discussed, but I'll see Wagwan and we'll bring it up again next week. See
yeah, man. Because you know what I'm saying?
yes. Big up, people. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is. We need that support wherever you see it. Share it, like it. You know what I mean? And don't forget.
If I really
What's up, man?
I'm right out, bro.
Man. Stop talking to me when I'm trying to do my outro. God damn it. Yo, people, love and blessings. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you're there. We here. This is Bar Level. So please,
Bar Level. I mean,
because we're here every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? We need that love, need that support. Don't forget, guys,
keep subscribing, people.
The end of the season. So I do have to salute Man United for winning the FA Cup and salute Manchester City for winning the Premier League. I am no hater. There's no hater in me. They won it. Here we go. Next
Champions League final.
You on the dig? You on the dig? All right, people. We out. Stay good, stay blessed. Don't forget to check out the interview I did with Miss Jess Lee, the basketball player. Yeah, that's right. Wherever you're there, whatever sport you do, I want to talk to you. Let's get it right. Stay good, stay blessed, and I'll see you on the next one. We out. What?
On another electrifying episode of Bar Level, we're reminded that greatness isn't just achieved, it's expected. Because here, as fans and supporters, we set the bar. Thanks for tuning into the ultimate sports showdown, where passion meets precision, and the spirit of competition thrives. Join us next time as we raise the stakes and redefine what it means to be at the top. Until then, keep your eyes on the game, your heart in the action, and remember, here at Bar Level, excellence is the only standard we know.